Yeah.
And we're live. Finally. Holy shit. Alright, let
What was the
me...
problem?
I've had it in Restream, not
Ah, there we go.
YouTube. Alright, sorry guys for that delay. One sec, I'm just loading up the live stream and then we can figure this out together. Are we all here?
I don't know. Waiting for the because there's a little bit of a delay.
Only your left channel is going through? That's great. More problems.
What's that?
No, someone says my left ear likes this.
Oh, I'm not. I'm hearing you fine on my end. So
Sumerian's also here. They might be memeing about the painting video. All right, one sec, guys. I just gotta pull it up my computer because it sucks to pull it up my phone. And I'll put some beats, some copyright-free beats, so I don't lose my entire channel and all my money. Hi, Toaster. All right. Hold the questions for like one hot sec, because of course, YouTube is still not.
oh yeah, you've got two. You need to when you get an opportunity to.
Mm-hmm.
Let me mute this real quick. You need to go in and delete the previous one because you started two streams. One of them is waiting to start. I'm sure that's going to confuse people.
Really? All right. Let me handle this now. I'm not live right now. Good. I see.
You are at least 36 people watching us.
Boom,
Hello,
boom.
36 people.
We out here. All right, that's deleted. We should be good now.
That should solve it. Because I was like, what is the? Because I was sitting there looking at it and it wasn't working, and you were talking to people in chat, and I was like, what the?
Yeah.
What is the? Because I was sitting there.
Okay. Deep breaths.
You spelled anniversary incorrectly.
What did I spell?
Anniversary. You spelled it incorrectly.
Because I was panic typing. I gotta fix that now.
You can fix that. That's easy.
This is how it be sometimes.
I'm not gonna refresh. I'm gonna keep it on screen just so I can continue to shame you.
The links work. Let me fix this. And eviscerate. Because we're gonna eviscerate everyone.
Yeah, the links. Are you talking about in your description? Yeah, your links work. Or at least, yeah, the only one that's truncated is actually truncated, not a copy paste of a previously truncated.
Yeah. All right, let's go live. We're live. Hey, folks.
Oh, we've been live.
No, I mean like live screen.
Oh no, it's your desktop.
Physically see us. More things to figure out. I don't know. I guess I can throw my webcam on if you guys desperately want to see me. There's not much to see. Jake is watching a dog right now, so he's not. I don't think he's gonna be on the stream. I think he said he was gonna be, but I honestly don't know what's going on.
The SCP community is not slowly dying because it's so old. Come on. You must be a very young person to think that something that's 10 years old is old enough to die.
Like Star Wars?
Star Wars is almost 50 years old?
I think like 40.
No, because the first 50, one was 19. Yeah, it's almost 50. It's somewhere between 40 and 50. I know.
How old is George
Lucas? First one was 1976 or 1977, I think.
Yeah. I would say this is each year just gets kind of bigger and bigger with the SCP fan base. Eric wrote us, let's play Minecraft. Check out our second channel, FF Boys. We play Minecraft with Sumerian. So
yeah, although I don't think your server is active right now.
I will throw a link in the script for y'all.
We haven't played in like a week and a half, I think.
Yeah. Okay. You're not gonna like this, but I convinced Jake to let us what's it called? Stream with my friends or our friends, because we have the same friends. And
The people that he's worried will start trolling and destroying things.
Nah, they don't. They didn't, because it's A, it's their server, and B, I've been playing with them for a couple days now, and it's been like completely chill, and it's been more fun because there's way more people on the server. All right, so if you all refresh, you'll see our secondary channel in the script.
Wait. Are you about to say that you're gonna let the other one die and we're gonna move over to the other?
No, what I'm saying is, well, we can play with our friends for now, because I know they will eventually fall off the boat, and then either we will drag them back onto our server, or we'll just play our server in like a month. They're not.
Yeah, I'll just.
That long, because my friend.
I'll just wait for that. Really.
My friend.
We need to get more people.
Yeah, I know. You'd be surprised. I thought more people would want to come on, and we kind of don't want to accept random fans. No offense. Oh, Jeffrey Wayne. Hello, big fan. Keep up the good work. Thanks, buddy. Jeff's one of my IRL friends. He can tell you all about his disturbing ambulance stories. My mic sounds like it's echoing or doubled, says 05X. I don't know. I'm kind of like freaking out. Not freaking out, but I'm just like done with the tech after all the 20 minutes streamline.
To be fair, he spent the last 15 minutes freaking out. I got to hear it all. It was pretty great.
Yeah. So is Area 51 secretly SP Foundation? Yes. The SP Foundation is real. We currently have a special connect. That's the reason why they don't go after us. My distant cousin works at the facility. So for any of you,
you are only left ear, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so done right now. So and the other guy speaking is Dr. Sumerian. If you don't know who he is, he's a prolific SCP author, and has also helped us write Tomato. He helped us write our video, basically wrote our video that's coming out tomorrow, and then we have 2 of his scripts / SCP articles that we are currently producing and working on. Fundacio SCP, who's your favorite SCP? I personally really like Red Reality and Womb Farm. Those 2 are pretty funky and they're like 2 completely different types of horror. One's about kind of being left to your devices in a void as you slowly fade to.
I think my favorite SCPs are always going to be ones I wrote. So
yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, Awesome Fire Nuke Gladiator. And then someone said, yeah, I know the left ear issue. I don't know what to say, people. I'm using a nicer mic.
Yeah, you're in the left ear, and I am echoing for some reason. I just listened to the actual stream. Not sure what's up.
I can't tell you how, because
you sound perfectly fine to me on the Discord, but
is it a faint echo?
Let me listen again.
There's a slight chance they can hear you through my headphones.
No, it's not a slight. It's a reverb.
All right, Ryan, do you want to help me? Literally, get your ass over here right now. Ryan runs the Minecraft server that I was telling people. Yeah, I know. Does it sound crackly? I'm tempted to just switch to my shittier mic at this point.
It can't hurt. Might as well give it a try.
Hey, come to beat ups, right? Holy shit! All right, I need a moment to rant real quick, guys. So my friends and I, we decided, Tuesdays it's like buy one get one free for wings at Buffalo Wild Wings, and they're like, so I asked, where are we meeting up? Because there's multiple Buffalo Wild Wings where we live, and they're like, haha, this location at the mall, and I'm like, okay, I'll see you there, bye. And I close the app, whatever. I get my girlfriend, we drive out, no one's fucking there, and they're like, oh, haha, we were joking, we said this other location, and I'm like, holy shit. That was quite bothered.
I think you needed to work on your emphasis on particular words there, because you said no one was fucking there instead of no one was fucking there.
Oh man, yeah, diction is not my first skill. Right,
also, I would just I was gonna also suggest that you lower the volume of your background music just a bit.
Damn, even more. All right, I will. This is why we have Sumerian here. All right, I'll give like an ounceling of music. That's annoying. Alright, and then, alright folks, I'm gonna just swap out my mic real quick, and then we can really get down to business. No, Mike, Ryan, don't unsub. I'm gonna unsub from you. I like have a slight feeling this is gonna fuck the stream up for like 5 minutes, so bear with me, folks.
It's okay. I will keep things going whilst you are. So let's all talk about my favorite. Or maybe not.
No. Alright,
No, I think you just like, I don't hear anything now. Oh, there you go.
You can hear me? Wait, you can hear me on the stream?
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay. What about on Discord?
Yeah, yeah, obviously.
Okay, hello. Can everyone hear me?
I think you're better. I can't. I need to mute you real quick and listen to the stream to be sure.
Bro, your audio is cringe, bro. You lost subs, bro. Yeah, no, I actually took the advice from Red Reality, and I actually put a what's it called? Like a limiter. So the volume literally cannot go past a certain point. So literally no one should get ear raped.
Yeah, you're way better.
I sound way better. Cool. That's good. All right,
yeah,
I tried.
Better, and I echo less. Not gone completely, but I'm echoing a lot.
Less. All right. And SP99, you asked earlier, how was my day? It was nice. I was literally cram editing all day for the new episode because it's been a nightmare producing videos these past 3 months, to be honest. Like constant actors, schedules not lining up, locations flaking out. It's been a cursed 2 months. So we ended up having to shoot something at the end of this month, and basically editing for the majority of yesterday and today. But I got a massage, so that was nice.
Okay.
Ruby the Raccoon asks, Forlorn, how do you keep getting the actors in your videos? Are they family, relatives, or just friends? Or people you don't know? Most of them are people I don't know. We do like online casting on casting networks. Here, I'll shoot over a link so you guys have something to look at.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to get people involved in your videos when you have, what, 80,000 subscribers?
You'd think, but like no one lives near us, so that's the problem. It'll be like Bung. We were recently talking to Bung, and he was mentioning how he went to a real life meetup near YouTube VidCon, and like not many fans showed up.
I still think that was a competition thing, though, like because there was just too many other people who were more popular.
Yeah. And then let's see. Let's get a question. Yeah. So a lot of it is actor friends will refer us other actors they know, and that's usually the best case scenario. But then worst case scenario, we just kind of reach out into the void and hope people aren't flaky, because most of the people we get through casting networks are extremely flaky, but we can't blame them because we're not paying them. Dylan, I asked that.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, hey, support us on Patreon so we can get better actors. Haha. Although we do have good actors, it's just hard to get a lot of good actors.
Also, any actors that are currently viewing, he's not talking about you.
No, I mean, I generally have not had very bad actors on any of the videos because we didn't cast those people. They're really bad actors. It's just been a hard time getting, you know, like we'll literally reach out to like hundreds of people and maybe like 10 will get back to us. And then the 10 that get back to us, only 3 really pull through.
Spicy Bape asks, Question: What gave you the idea to start the Foundation series?
Oh, so we answered this on our podcast. Shout out to our podcast that we do with Sumerian and Volgan called the Special Containment Podcast. You know, I'm going to throw another link in the description for you guys. I know I'm plugging you like crazy, but I'll answer your question. It was a mix of things. I was finishing up my last year of college a year ago. Yeah. And I don't know, it's like I finished the fall semester, and I'm kind of like, you know, I want to be a film director. I want to, like, actually do stuff with my life and not be like most film kids where they say, I want to do X, Y, and Z, and then they end up just working at Starbucks for the rest of their life. So...
I feel personally attacked by this.
Sorry. Look, it's just like I guess this is low-key a nightmare of mine. Not a nightmare, but I mean, I don't like have a dream job right now. Anyway, I still am just scraping by. But yeah, here's our podcast. Shout out to that. And then we're like, Jake, I was like, oh, I want to do like, I don't know, like creepypasta, like Goatman, just like make cool little short films. Because as a director, you need to make stuff to like have a career, to get hired by people. And Jake's like, oh, what about SCP? Because we used to like be kind of into SCP on and off. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. That's perfect. And then we looked and watched Bung recently, and we're like, oh, look at this dude. His videos are pretty good. And look at that. Wow, he's pretty successful. He's got like almost 1 million views. And this was like when only the 3rd episode was out, or the 4th episode. So like, screw it. We're going the SCP route. We've seen people posting on the SCP Reddit that they want live action videos. And fuck it. Why can't we do it? So then literally for like 6 months we started prepping, filmed Stairwell, Cup of Joe, and painting. And gave ourselves enough time so that we are prepared. So that our big thing is we wanted to be consistent. We watched a lot of YouTubers who kind of post and then disappear for 3 months, post then disappear for 8 months, and we feel like for us to really get your faith, get your fans that like trust us, we need to post almost like TV-esque episodics every month.
How come I don't get any traction with the community? Don't post for 3 months. I don't understand.
Pretty much. And then, yeah, people asking how I got into SCP. Watch the first episode, because we, my friends, answered that question. And you should really check it out, because the podcast is a great time. I'm going to post a link in the description. Volgan, we have a new guest every month. We recently had Bung, so there will be a Bung podcast. We had... our next episode, which is coming out on the 10th, comes out on the 10th of every episode, and we get SCP creators from all around. So check it out, folks. Alright, let's go back to the questions. I've been talking for a while.
What inspired you to be a film director? And that's from Illusion Games.
Ooh, Illusion. I liked movies a lot as a kid. I know it's a pretty dumb like reason. I just thought like telling stories and art in general was pretty nifty, but for a while I believed, oh, there's no way I can make a living like that. Partially because there aren't really any artists in my family, and I didn't really know any real world like filmmakers or artists. But then I had a friend who also wanted to get into film in high school, and so we made like kind of joke dumb videos together in high school, and eventually we roped Jake into some of these too, and that kind of really kicked me off. And by like the end of high school I was like, I definitely want to do film. This is fun, this is cool, and I could see a clear way that I can make this my career. And then yeah, the rest is history, I guess.
Okay, Saucy666 wants a shout out because they turn 15 tomorrow.
Congrats,
that is literally
Saucy.
the least we can do.
Congrats. 15's a big age, I guess. I don't know, being a teenager is hard.
Hey, you can join the SCP Wiki tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's fun. That's exciting. Write an SCP, guys. Don't be scared off like Jake was.
Yeah, you know, do we know of anybody who could give advice on that kind of thing, or has like a
I don't know.
channel?
Do we?
Do we?
Huh. Yeah, Sumerian's great if you need writing advice or just like how SCPs work, what it's like to write for an SCP, do's and don'ts, all that cool shiz. So, y'all should check him out. And he also writes a bunch of SCPs, so he's not some like get help guru.
Yeah, I had 100. The SCP I wrote for the video on Tuesday. I woke up after about 6 hours of sleep and was like, I don't know if I like this anymore, and took it back down. So I went up to 100 and I'm back down to 99.
But yeah, Aaron asked, planning any Wondertainment SCPs? The Magic Origami paper would be fun. We do want to do Wondertainment SCPs. The main issue is just a lot of them are very hard VFX wise to do. Like, I think we'd need a decent budget, special effects budget, to really make that happen.
Which version of Wondertainment would you?
There's a bunch. I remember reading a ton, and I'm like, most of them we just cannot do for a very long time. But I'm sure there's like some out there that we can do. I mean, like you mentioned the origami paper one. Michael asks, what kind of games do I like? Me personally, I mean, I really love Dark Souls. I really love Bloodborne. Minecraft's cool. I've been playing that often. I'm really bad. I mean, I like Half-Life. I like Portal. Like, Half-Life, to me, I think, is part of the reason how I found SCP so interesting. Because Black Mesa is, like, a pretty solid representation of a Foundation-esque kind of thing. Yeah, and I grew up on, like, the Legend of Zelda series. Grew up playing GameCube. So I kind of have jumped around a lot.
Here's one. Gamer Boyd. How long did it take to film Red Reality, and what was it like to film? And were you proud of the result?
So Red Reality took, I think, 2 days of filming? No, it was 1 day of filming. It was one long day of filming. And basically what we did was we sat in the basement and literally just propped the camera up, propped a red light, and me and the actor just hashed it out. Did a bunch of takes. Literally did like over 100 takes, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty proud. I think like it's the only thing I've made that has gotten an emotional response from me and from people in general. Like, in a weird way, it's kind of nice. Some people are literally saying this is literally too scary for me to finish. Not that I want people to suffer, but it's like, cool, this was like effective. This has really hit people.
You don't want people to suffer? What kind of
I know,
artist
right?
are you?
Whoa, yeah. But no, it's like, cool, this worked, you know? I mean, obviously the, if I could go back, I would fix some of the audio issues. But, you know, you live and learn. Try to take a lesson from every single video. Let's see. What is the cutest SCP you've encountered? I mean, I think 999. It's just pure joy and love. What could you hate from that?
I've never encountered an SCP before. So.
Shh. Yeah, true. What SCP do you think would be the worst to have in your life? Depends.
Like to hold in your hands, or just to exist?
Like what's it called? The flesh that hates? That's pretty awful. Like, I don't know, virus shit kind of really scares me. Kind of messes with me a lot.
There's too many that are equally bad at the top end, because like once they destroy everything, what else is?
I mean, Normal Toaster asks, does Denmark count as a psychological SCP because people believing in its existence even though it doesn't exist? I mean, I've been to Denmark, so I want to say no.
So then, yeah, definitely.
Oh, physiological.
Honestly,
sorry.
No, it's, I think, psychological.
No, yeah, physiological.
They wrote No, they wrote physiological. They corrected it further down, psychological.
Gotcha.
But I will say this: that concept as an SCP has already been done, not for Denmark, but for other places, like 3 or 4 locations. I think.
But then, what is real? If you can experience it and interact with it, And
oh no, are we gonna get into that? How can you look, the only thing you know exists is you. I think, therefore I am. You know in your mind, and even then, like, if it really comes down to it, like, what is consciousness? But like, your senses could be fooled by anything. You could be hooked into a computer. You could be. It's the parable of the cave thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't go to Denmark. You stayed home the entire time. You just think you went to Denmark.
But I was in Sweden first, then I went to Denmark.
Okay. So maybe Sweden doesn't exist either. How do you know? How do you really know?
So do the people I know from Sweden don't exist? The people I've grown up?
Entirely in your head.
Even though they've visited and interacted with people I know?
Yes. And the whole thing is just a complex delusion.
Then to me it's still real. Because I know reality is kind of subjective.
That's the easy end result for that line of thought. Yeah. What does it matter? If it's so real, if the fiction is real enough that you can't tell the difference, what does it matter? You guys didn't expect to get to this point on this stream, did you?
Let's see. Why ask what's your favorite SCP that you know you will never be able to make a video of? I don't know about never, but I really like... I think the IKEA one is a lot of fun. Let's see, what other questions? What happened at the end of the SCP-303 video? How does that one end? Oh, nothing really. He just kind of came for his items and left. Although we never showed him grabbing the items. So yeah, he just kind of terrified his guy. For his mission, his mysterious mission of collecting strange items, because he needed AirPods. Paul Huston. I've dealt with the infections. I dealt with infectious diseases for 15 years, like the flesh that hates. It is by far one that bugs me the most. Did you have a flesh-eating bacteria? Because that's the only thing I can really think of. That's like the flesh that hates. That or that disease where your muscle literally turns into bone, which is like horrifying. Yeah, that's if you guys have really like strange medical stuff. This might not be NSFW. I'm not gonna show too much, but the Muter's Museum. Check it out. I'm not gonna show some of the displays because it might freak some of y'all out, but they have you know what? I don't know. I feel like it's not that bad. I don't know. I'm desensitized. I'm not gonna say
just take the risk. Yeah. What's YouTube gonna do to you? Really?
I'm not. Yeah.
It's not like this is your main channel or anything.
Real Meg asked, "How did you guys really get your guys' channel going?" I have a background in film. I kind of diddled and dallied with film for 2 years before we started the channel, and I am not a cinematographer, but I was kind of like of the mentality of just fuck it, better just do something than nothing at all. And Jake is not experienced with film, but is a somewhat experienced fiction writer, so we kind of teamed up, and I handled more of the technical, he handled more of the writing, and we gave ourselves about 6 months to really prep and kind of learn our lessons before the channel went live. So that way, by the time the channel went live, we felt comfortable enough with meeting deadlines and like setting up and trying to maintain being ahead of our schedule. Dylan asked, how many times do I have to ask? What SCP do you dislike the most? And would you make one about SCP-173? I mean, technically, we did make one about SCP-173, the Peanut Dotto video. I kind of don't like 682. He's a very boring SCP. I think he looks cool. I like some of the art related to him, but I think it's just like, oh, big bad, we can't kill.
Except it doesn't even. Oh, I did a whole video on this like last week.
Yeah.
It doesn't even say that you can't kill it.
Yeah, technically.
It's literally called the hard to destroy reptile, not impossible to destroy reptile.
This is true. Plague Doctor, again, I think it could be written into something interesting, but
You mean the current version or the old version?
The old version. I'm not too up to date with the new version. I haven't reread it that often.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
Someone you two someone's do voice acting.
Oh. Well, I know Volgan obviously.
Obviously, and me.
Oh, and you did too. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right, let's scroll down. I'm trying to get all your. All right, Saucy. Peace out. Is it bad that my brain hurts after the dumber question? It's okay. It's
okay. Your brain doesn't really exist.
Yeah, don't do this to him. Hot dog or hamburger? Hamburger. And yes, I put mustard on my hamburger because it's good. I mean, and spicy mustard. Don't get me started with that honey mustard bullshit.
I mean, honey mustard's good for dipping chicken in, fried chicken, but that's it.
I don't know. I like that savory. Come on, this is me at every barbecue. Although that is a disgusting amount of mustard. I don't think anyone in their right goddamn mind that put that much mustard.
Oh, that one. Oh God. Hello, I'd like my sandwich with an extra side of vinegar.
Oh, researching Black Plague in Wyoming was a mental heart grinder, and the flesh that hates made me think back to that research. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Black Plague still exists, folks. I mean, but we have antibiotics now, so unless you're like anti-medicine, you should be okay. Almog500 says, "Can you say my name, please?" Yes, I just did. Peter Gomer, do you have any plans for having any practical effect for skips? Yes, actually. We just got someone who can do blood and gore effects. It's a simple. We're starting at simple. It's a pretty simple effect, but if that goes well, we're going to see how far we can push it. The downside practical is obviously it's kind of expensive. VFX right now basically cost us nothing.
Yeah, the best VFX are really expensive, but like the mid-range and low-range stuff is usually pretty affordable if I understand properly.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't take as long.
Shout out to Max Tyler. He basically does a huge chunk of our VFX, and then we have Nylog, who helps out with the simpler effects. Let's see. Do you ever get recognized in real life where people say, "Oh, I know you from YouTube"? No, not at all. Not even close.
That'd be difficult for you.
I don't show my face so often, but I did show my face on the first big stream on the channel. And then on top of that, actually I should keep the stream up in case someone donates or some shit. But anyway, yeah, no, I've yet. I'm like, I was actually thinking about it yesterday, the idea of like being recognized in person, and it's like I don't know about that life. You know, I feel like it'd be cool 1 or 2 times, and then it would be like, fuck, I hope no one sees me, kind of deal.
Really? Because that seems like it'd be the kind of thing I would like at first, at least.
At first, but then I could see it becoming like, it can lead to a lot of
more than the first time, but
yeah, no, and I agree with that. But my main issue is like creating these really awkward, where you get fans. I think 99% of fans or 95% of fans completely chill, completely understandable, but then you get these. I've just heard a lot of stories about like the exception.
Suddenly remembering some very, very negative fan interactions I've had. I was telling someone last night the creepiest thing anyone ever said to me is, "You should sell merchandise with your face on it because I want to sleep inside of you."
Shit like that.
Yeah, I suppose if that was in person, it would be much worse because it's bad enough.
Yeah, and Grolette Nana. I do not speak French. Sorry. Although I understood that. I took like 1 year of French in college. Leaker asked, would you do some Dotto stuff? Well, you're in luck, because we have. Twice. Oh! Real Meg. Oh man, that feels good. You guys are the best. Also, thanks for the artist rank, Jake, on the Discord. I will let Jake know that you said that. Appreciate the $5. But anyway, as I was saying, would I do some Dotto stuff? Yeah, we did the Dotto banana video. Shout out to Vogan for helping kind of spread the message about that one. And we did an original Dotto piece about someone wanting to see SCP-173 videos. Yeah, I think a lot of people. Skipper says Lord Bung thinks the same as 682. I think a lot of at least SP creators I know kind of think that way about 682. I don't know anyone who's like a huge fan, unless you can think of someone Sumerian.
I mean, there's a few people that enjoy SCP-682 because they consider it to be. I mean, it's a monster manual entry, right? So, which is fine if you're needing to write something and you need a monster, but as an article itself, it's not that great.
Yeah. Gamer Boy asked, how much fun did you have scripting SCP-504? Like the jokes and stuff. I loved it because I love and hate dad jokes. I used to be notorious for, what's it called? Notorious for telling horrible puns and dad jokes. But yeah.
Horrible puns? That's crazy. I love me some puns. I'll tell you that right now. The lady on the left, she looks so. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Careful.
Nonplussed.
That's Jake's mom.
Oh, is it for real?
This is Jake's mom, yeah. So someone's talking about relatives, yeah. I mean,
she just looks like I don't like you. She's just.
If you stare long enough, you can see that Jake looks just like his mom. You'd have to see it in person, I feel like. Illusion asks, what music do you like?
What did she think of that?
Oh, she had fun. She had fun. She had a good time. At least that's what I think. Yeah, I think she had a good time. And then Jake's dad is in Doorman.
What did you just say about my mother?
Oh, now you're on? Yeah, no, we were just looking at Tomato, and then Sumerian said something about your mom. And then I was like, that's Jake's mom.
Yeah, I stand by it too.
And here is. Let's wait for it. There's the P. That was fun. This is Jake's dad. We got the whole family. My parents aren't in any videos.
They're also not patrons.
Yeah, we only have patrons in our videos. Let's see. Questions. Illusion asks, what music do I like? I like bossa nova. I like JoJo music. I like a lot of music. I don't know. It's hard to. I like some like oldies, like old jazz.
I always feel weird when someone answers that question because it's like, what kind of music do you like?
Like yeah. I don't listen to just one genre. Like I know some people they just listen to like dad rock or just listen to like hip hop, and I'm kind of just have random sprinklings across the board. I mean I like some like 80s J-pop because you know everyone on the internet does. Leaker says SCP-914 experiment logs would be cool, but I know that's a lot of work. What SCP is that?
That's the machine. The one that
was yeah.
Fine, very fine, rough.
We've thought about it. It would be cool, but it's also really hard to make giant, strange machines.
You don't need the whole machine in there, though, do you? I mean, it's built into a wall. A lot of people think of it as the one that's the one in SCP Containment Breach, but you could just have like a wall that's decorated, to be honest with you, with 2 doors on it.
True. Would be a fun one to do. But Forlorn Creature did a really good one. Did she actually be in the video? No, she did not. I would never ask an actor to pee in my professor's office.
That's a wonderful thing. You know, we didn't have to ask her. She just did it.
She just did it. Yeah.
She took the
L.
You know, that was just proper acting. She pissed herself. She got up. She shook her hands and left. We were like, well, that was one take. We didn't need any more. Thank you.
Yep.
But she didn't hear us. She was already out the door.
Anal Criminal asks, I have one question for you, 401 Foundry. How was your days?
My days?
Yeah, your days. Not days.
My days are long and hard, full of sorrow and anguish.
Sweat. I didn't know that. I didn't think you were going to end the sentence that way.
Lots of sweat.
What should they have been filled with?
I mean, you started with long and hard, so.
And full of.
Anything.
Okay.
Oh man, Meg. You guys are the best. At the stream, I'm going to donate $5 so I can see my glorious name at the end of the videos. Hell yeah.
You better do that.
Hell
Make
yeah.
your name really tiny and pink.
Yeah, patrons, if you get $10 or more a month, you get to see videos a day early. Fun fact. As well as exclusive BTS. Sometimes.
When we feel like it.
Yeah, when we do it.
Yeah,
Also,
I have a problem of not having enough early content as well.
it's a struggle. Well, I don't even know how the hell you do BTS for each video.
Right. I do my videos on the day, so every once in a while I'll include like a little clip of me floating a line.
Yes. Exactly.
You know, your creation process is short enough that you can really just do a start to finish, stream or video if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's true. I could probably knock it all out in about 3 hours, but that
what you do is you have like
probably
have
take
the
longer.
chat meet up and talk about like just take like the top ideas, disregard them, and then write what you want, and then talk
That
about
sounds like me, yeah.
And sure, Meg, I'll give you a little shout out in the Discord.
it. We're gonna shout it.
How was SCP-297? That's coffee machine, right? Double check.
Huh?
I don't know numbers, bruh. Oh, Steely Dan. How is that made? How is it made? We got a vibrator, and we got actors.
Careful with showing images of that one.
I will say it was very hard to get a female actress for that video, because they probably thought we wanted to do some
sort of exotic film.
Yeah. Especially on those casting services where you kind of get weird requests and really weird scripts. But we made it work. We made it happen. Message retracted. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I know there's a ton of 914 experiment logs. Thanks, Spicy Babe. The thought is what counts. Gamerboy asks, how is SCP-87 filmed? It was basically strapped to a GoPro to an actress, and then Jake was literally, and we had a walkie-talkie attached to her jumpsuit, and then Jake was literally like basically upstairs with a walkie.
Yeah, the video was in a library stairwell that we had gone around like the hour before and taped up garbage bags over all the lights, keep it dark. We had to mask those bags out as well as have the actress kind of keep her head down.
Her chest, yeah.
I was in the library with the walkie-talkie, reading off the script. And James was watching on his phone to see if the GoPro was capturing what we needed, and we just take after take. It was easy to hide cuts on that one because the flashlight would just flicker.
Yep. Although, we basically were kind of shooting in the blind because I couldn't see when the camera was actually recording. I could only see rehearsals because GoPro is dumb like that. If Nye Illusions, if you were a SCP, what SCP would you be? You can pick multiple SCPs. I would be the Slug SCP. I could literally grasp the world in my hand with that power.
I'd be that one dice that always landed on 6, and they decided it was so innocuous they just destroyed it.
Yeah.
I'd just be Dr. Sumerian.
He's not an SCP though.
Fun. It's not fun.
How do you know?
Oh, there we go. You heard it here first. Dr. Sumerian confirmed for containment.
Well, I mean, like, there's that one story where, what's it called? Dr. Bright is no longer allowed to go back in time in order to... is no longer allowed to utilize temporal anomalies in order to go back in time to kill Hitler. And the important thing about that is he meets Dr. Sumerian in the past, and I always tell people, just to pique their interest, Dr. Sumerian did not travel back in time. He was already there.
Let's see. Let's see, folks.
What happened to Site 13? Yes, what did happen to Site 13?
Yes. 1730, just glancing at it right now, looks a bit too high budget for us. I remember reading about it. Yeah, it's a bit too out there. Hey, Stephen
Stephen
G.
G. Stephen G. Stephen G. Stephen G. Stephen G.
That's a Steven. That's a clear Steven.
Stephen. Step Hen G.
No, but that's like
Okay, so
the OG
who's
Steven.
correct, James or Jake? You can actually just tell us.
Donate $1 if I'm correct. Donate $200
James.
if James is correct.
Oh my god.
So wait, you want to be wrong?
I
Yeah.
want the money.
See Steven. No, wait, they're saying Steven is fake. It's
Steven's
Stefan.
fake.
God damn, it is
Don't
Stefan.
listen to Ruby. Ruby's not the true Steven.
I know, yeah.
Stefan.
Stefan.
Steven is fake. There we go. Stefan. And you-
Let's see. I'm like getting sidetracked. SCP-274. Let's see what that one is.
Would you
Oh,
pick it from
we
the
were
ball?
actually, yeah, a while back we were talking about doing a sloth
Which
video.
one is this?
The sloth. That's
Oh,
season
shit.
4. Yeah, no, we
He-
were
he's
thinking
on
about doing that
the
one.
big list that we have,
Yeah,
aka the website.
but there are some potential issues to work out with this one.
Apparently, it's
Oh.
very hard to find a live animal sloth,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
you
get
have
it.
to abide by a lot of certain like filming restrictions. All of them are unionized. You wouldn't have known that, but they're smart with it. You know, they take their time. They file all the paperwork. They're very diligent. It's a
Remember-
real pain. They only work 2 hours a day, and it takes about an hour for them to move.
I remember
to get
watching a video of somebody talking about trying to get a hold of a sloth, and it was an ordeal. And
Yeah. They
also, apparently, it was Steven. It's just to make a note.
Steven the sloth.
No. The name, the correct pronunciation
Oh,
is
was
definitely
Steven.
Steven.
I wonder if
Oh,
there's a
okay.
sloth named Steven now.
Steven is a
There
Steven the
is.
sloth does sound like
That is
yeah.
that's a sloth, guys. Congrats.
It's an alliterative name. Of course, there's a guy called or a sloth
Yo,
called.
Steven. Check out Steven.
He's got his own Twitter account.
Damn. Look at
I
that.
do like the 110 Montauk. I like the
Oh, that one's pretty good, yeah.
We're not going to do the tail. We're actually going to enact the entire procedure. That's for our 100K special. James and I will enact 110 Mohawk. 110 Mohawk.
No. I don't agree to that.
You don't want to do 110
wait,
Mohawk?
what?
No.
What's 110 Mohawk?
It's the same thing as 110 Montauk. We look way cooler doing it.
Okay.
Okay, but 110 Montauk is just reading a bedtime story to a child.
Shh, shh.
How do you look cool doing that?
No.
You have a mohawk.
Mr. T, dude.
Oh. That's Cher's birthday.
I guess you could do go the fuck to sleep.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about the other night.
Would you eat anything an SCP gave you?
Anything?
I mean,
I'm trying to think. I've definitely read ones that like make materials that if you eat it, you get.
Kind of a big question, isn't it?
Yeah, like what SCP?
I'll eat the SCP that produces the free pizza.
Haha.
You'll eat the SCP? That
Oh
produces
shit!
the
Oh no!
pizza?
Oh,
I'll
shit.
get beaten to death by everyone at the.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
they're
sure
gonna be so
your
pissed.
insides would explode with pizza. That would.
Oh.
Oh,
Or
wow.
I just become the pizza man.
Banana 2.0. Will you do the gayest man? I actually have a brief outline written for that. So one day it is possible we could make that.
One day we are gonna make the world gayest man.
Yeah.
And then another day we're gonna film the SCP world's gayest
Hmm. 2 separate events.
entirely.
Yeah. To pay $50 to see how we create the world's gayest man.
Paul says I love the D class from the painting. Lumafal. Yeah, I agree. Will Ketter is a great guy. His last name is Ketter, which is close to Keeter. Keeter is close to Peter. Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin, yes. Oh my
Also-
god. That-
Also, I believe it actually is pronounced Keter, to the actual pronunciation.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's Keter.
Would you eat the pill that makes bananas grow inside you? So if you commit suicide.
Seems like a.
Only for our top
Bad
tier
idea.
patrons will we fulfill that.
Wait. I gotta find that BTS photo. With
one?
Max, the banana one.
What is this Twitter you've been sitting on?
It's Steven the
Visual?
Sloth. Oh my god. Look how old this tweet is. 2013.
He's gone through some rough times.
I
Or
know.
he's just really slow to. Okay.
I mean, it's dead. It's a dead account. Should we follow him anyway?
No.
No, okay.
You really shouldn't. They're all like posted on my birthday. What the fuck? Get out of here.
Wow. It was meant to be.
I'll log in and follow.
Do you guys know Mr. Clay?
Yes, I've talked to him
From
before.
Stephen G.
And he's kind of disappeared though. I don't know where he went. I guess I'm assuming he's just editing.
He was rewatching the video and he accidentally looked at. He looked at the face.
That's it. Yeah.
That was it.
Fuck, I can't find it.
What made you start the SCP document/film?
Oh, I answered that already.
There it is.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Did you ever believe the Pop Rocks myth? What is that, spicy bape?
Is that the one where you eat Pop Rocks, drink some soda, and your insides explode? I assume related to the banana.
Oh, he sent it to
It's not
you.
a myth, it's true. I know a man who went down that way. Nasty way to go.
Worth it, though, in the end.
True, it started with a snap. I heard a crackle. Oh, well. You know the rest.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to find this BTS. You have it, Jake. He sent it to you.
Huh? Which one? I really don't know what you're referring to.
The BTS of the banana explosion.
Oh. Yeah. You want that? Oh yeah, the picture of the.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I remember how. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Good call. There's something more absurd about watching how bananas are created. Oh, yep, here it is.
Oh wow. Back in May, we were talking about the video we're releasing tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember we had a conversation about it.
Don't open this the whole thing off stream. I'll drag it over.
It was about when you did the you were doing like some sort of a short film thing, like you had a jam contest.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
It was either this video or Dado.
Here you go, folks. This is what, 15,000 bananas?
Well, show this first.
Oh, too late.
Okay.
Right. And what's the other thing you wanted me to show?
Right, but I seem to recall you guys said that like when it was eventually done, it only exploded in the direction of the camera.
Yeah. I mean, you can see, because of like rendering capacity, he couldn't actually do like everything. He could only do it towards the camera.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Error, too many bananas.
Well, it was a matter of we weren't getting the density that we wanted.
Yeah.
From just doing an explosion, we had to make it more of like a shaped charge of bananas.
Let's see. Yeah, he stopped doing his live streams, Mr. Clay. I remember he did a couple, but he hasn't done one since like April.
Is Mr. Clay the one who also does Star Wars stuff?
No.
No.
I'm trying to remember which ones are which.
He just did that one made up SCP with like the alien and those two soldiers in the woods.
Oh right, I do remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that used the I think it was like a. If you type in like
Monster.
On like a model website.
Yeah, I think on like Thingiverse or not Thingiverse.
I think it's the same exact one that our VFX guy also made a video on.
Yeah. Max
It's
did. Yeah.
just a good monster, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, where was the cave inside of the Slides of Nowhere? That was in a parking garage.
Correct. Inside of an office building, there's a parking garage, a little closet. You open it up, and there's some like, yeah.
Just the really gross, dusty cement walls. Closet, I guess.
I won't let you donate.
Really? Just donate.
Oh, this is a serious problem.
Just donate a year's worth of Patreon money.
Exactly. That.
The highest tier. Right?
Only $60 for a year. We will give you your name on videos.
But yeah, I'm fine if you donate 5 and then we just include you in one video. I don't see why not. I also have to make a note.
Why are you laughing? Do it. Yeah.
So yeah, feel free if you want to just donate roundabout through here. Money's money.
Very deep.
Although I think I'll be honest with you, I think Super Chat takes more out of your end money than the other one does, than Patreon.
Does it?
YouTube stealing our hard-earned cash.
Well, I've gotten 2 Super Chat donations, I think. Both of them were $2, and I looked at my numbers, and what it says my total is $2.80. Which
Wow.
means they took a huge chunk out of the $4 donation. They had to have, so.
Damn, they take 30%?
Yeah, that sounds about that. I mean, heck,
That's
that's
gross.
better than what they take of your ad revenue. They take 45% of your ad revenue.
But still, that's gross. Like, Twitch doesn't take that much out of donations, right?
Wouldn't think so, but I could be wrong. Well, no, Twitch is half. 50% of, I don't know about donations, but I know subscription money.
Yeah. Yeah, it only talks about subscriptions. I guess it's better than, yeah, I guess that's why people directly put up their PayPals. You like jazz? I do stream on Twitch, although no one watches us on Twitch, because we stream also on our secondary channel, FF Boys, link in the description. But my personal Twitch is, if any of y'all are into that, is Dinky Dangles. Boom. We did Esprit Minecraft with Sumerian. And I'll probably be streaming Minecraft in a few days again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so we're not playing on our server for a while, is what you're saying?
Yeah, because we're literally about to get a huge raid on our big village. We made like a really big village, so I think it's going to be really fun, exciting. We'll probably end up playing on the old server again in like a month. So.
Fair enough.
Because I know when Ryan leaves for Korea, they're not really going to play.
Yeah.
I do plan on doing mods eventually.
I was going to say, I personally was happy enough to restart once, but I don't think I can do it again.
Yeah, no, I don't expect it to. We're doing a more of casual run too. We're not getting like crazy intense enchantments and everything and yada yada.
Well, if you got enough people, you don't need them. You just get enough people together to do the thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
You let me know when you want to do the mods, and I'll hook us up with the ultimate mod pack.
For Minecraft?
Revert us back to absolutely. It's gonna revert us back to an older Minecraft, but
frankly, I still think we need to play some Stardew Valley.
We do, but James will never spend $1 on Stardew Valley.
I don't know, one day. I'm not like in a huge rush to get the game, because I'm playing Minecraft right now. When I burn out of Minecraft, then I'll buy it. Hey, thanks, Real Meg. Can we do a 93 episode? What's SCP-93?
It's gonna be funny when you log into Minecraft and forget that you dropped your armor and weapons off in that chest and have no idea where. Because in a month from now, you're gonna be like, "Why am I naked?"
Oh well, I'll figure it out. 93. We'd need a serious budget. One of the ones that we really want to make is the young man. It's an SCP tale. If you haven't already, you should watch it. It's a World War I based SCP tale.
Though, you could do 093 in multiple episodes.
Yeah, but we'd need a budget to make it in general, though. The VFX would be pretty crazy. And I'd want to shoot it pretty professionally. And I'm pretty sure Clay wants to do that one too. So, no, we didn't do 173 or 106, but I do want to do The Young Man, which is a prequel to 106. Let's see. I just printed all you guys. Never ask for a Bali Bali cab ride unless he had recently used the bathroom. A very quick cab ride. I know what Bali Bali means. It's like quickly, right? What about Terraria? I used to play Terraria, but
It's just flat Minecraft.
no, it's very different. But
Flat Minecraft.
I don't remember where I was. I got like halfway through the game and then I stopped because whoever I played with just stopped.
Started playing Factorio recently. Got super bored with it.
Are you really?
Yeah, Jake loves that.
It's it depends. Depends on the type of person. Some people, you give them Factorio, they stop functioning as a normal human.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I played it for 23 hours in the first 3 days.
Yeah.
That's pretty standard, yeah.
But I was completely bored by the end of it. And I was kind of completely bored by the middle of it, but I kept pushing through because it's got that kind of, it does have that kind of a pull on you. But like when I was done, I was like, nah.
I love just freeze framing whenever Harrison's about to explode. Ah, I see so.
Oh, just when he gets like ultra thick?
Yeah, I got it for a second.
You're too slow. Use period and comma to like go frame by frame.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Also, if you didn't know it, K pauses and J goes back by 10 seconds and L goes forward by 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, I know that just cause you can see it just appear on his body. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, Korea is pretty awesome. I went 2 years ago with a bunch of friends. Jake decided to stay behind.
Dude, we don't talk. Decisions were made.
There is an IKEA near us, Bruno, but it is not abandoned. We would have to raise money and try to get the right to film there on an off hour. Should be quite hard.
Probably that insurance you were talking about.
The what I was talking about?
Insurance.
Oh yeah, I would definitely need location insurance, liability insurance, yada yada yada.
I mean, unless you can convince the management of that particular IKEA to pay for any injuries by people in your.
Hell no, that would never happen. Were you stationed in Busan, Paul? Because I know there's a big Navy base by Busan. I went to Korea and I went to Shanghai, then Seoul in Korea, Busan in Korea, and then Jeju Island in Korea. What YouTube channels do I watch? It's a good question. I like Smarter Every Day. I like Cold Ones. It's a fun podcast. It's a lot of educational stuff. I love Philip Solo TV. He's pretty good. He does like a lot of just random things. He goes up to strangers. He interviews prostitutes.
He attacks strangers.
He doesn't attack strangers. What are you talking about?
Attacks prostitutes.
No. He's a he's a
You're
sweet
just
Canadian
your
boy.
Saturday night.
Yeah. All right, guys. Final decision. I do it on Twitch or right now on YouTube.
Twitch.
Or just do our PayPal.
PayPal.
Isn't it in the description?
PayPal. You can do.
No. Your Patreon is, but.
Let me put the PayPal. What is our PayPal?
link?
I don't know what our PayPal link is. Isn't it just their email? Yeah.
I think it is. No,
Yeah.
but I mean,
So
that's
Forward Foundry.
they can do that, but there's also a link you can generate.
So yeah, our PayPal is forlornfoundry@gmail.com. Oh, Bruno asks, sorry bothering you, but SP99 is my favorite. Any chance on ideas of how you would do a video about it? We've kind of briefly thought about it. It would have to be CG, for sure.
Yeah.
Which one?
None.
Yeah. Okay. You're fucking with us.
Huh?
No. Samaritan said, which one? I'm sure he knows this one. SCP-529. Which one is that? Josie, the problem is working with animals is a literal nightmare.
We only have to work with half a cat, yeah. They cooperate a lot.
Yeah.
For their action.
Easy. I mean, none of us own a cat either, so we'd have to use a random person's cat, which I'm not about.
You can only use them once again, because.
Yeah, you gotta cut them in half. So.
Gotta cut them in half.
Struggle.
Or paint the cat green.
The second half. Yeah, you'd have to literally put like a green cast around the second half of them, or like
a cloth.
A
like
cloth. Yeah, like almost like a green suit.
I mean, a simple thing would just be to drape something green, right?
No, because if there's if it's not tight, if there's folds or wrinkles, it's not gonna look good.
You get them shadows.
No, I get what you're saying, but like if it's just a piece of cloth draped across it, you could, I mean, and ironed properly. I've done green screen work before, like it's still doable.
No, because if they move. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we could do this kind of cat.
The only experience I have with it is like as a background, so you are correct on that. I didn't think about moving.
Yeah, like basically putting a cat in this.
Get out of here.
What is that?
Well, what is this?
No, the cat.
What is this?
Oh wait, that was from the Cats trailer, wasn't it?
Yes. Oh yeah, that's in the Cats trailer. That's pretty good. Just dress her up like that. Or no, have Josie in a pirate's outfit. Which SCP would you want to be stuck in a room with? 999. Oh shit, that's intense. Paul said, I was part of the infectious disease and biological weapon response hazard for the peninsula.
Is it intense if nothing happens, or?
I mean, bird flu, I guess. You have to be aware of that.
Yeah, I gotta just start burning everyone.
Gappy asks, how far would you take the films? Like would we kill someone? Take it far?
I love how that was your first response. You're like, wait, do you need me to kill someone?
I mean, we've talked about snuff films before.
We've already kind of, I'll say that one of our videos we did actually move past that point, so we're trying to figure out what's harder than snuff.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys know any more actors, we need a few. I'll tell you, the last film didn't do too well. There was a helicopter in it, flew just a little too low. I'll tell you that much.
You're John Landis?
I'm suddenly realizing somebody's doing a snuff film, and an airplane flies over, or a truck drives by, and they're like, "Oh God, now we got to get new actors." God.
Damn.
Yikes.
You're the commoner. Yeesh. What's 905? Let's see. Let's look this shit up. Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe we can do SCP-905. This shouldn't be too hard for us. I've read about this one.
I don't know. I see black boxing in the containment procedures. I'm a down vote. So.
There's like 3.
No, look at all the expletive, like the data expunged, the expletive deleted stuff.
Oh, here, yeah.
Expunge, like what is an expunge? You know?
I mean, to me, it's like, yeah, good job. You've taken the tools given to you, and you've decided not to tell a story with it. Good job.
No, but I mean, hear me out. Like, what's an expunge?
This is expunged.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like,
I think it means it used to be a sponge.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how, like, what does a sponge that's no longer a sponge become?
An expunge.
It comes from.
I get that. I feel like that's what they are in the moment, but in terms
oh my God! So that would be like if a girl was dating SpongeBob SquarePants and they broke up.
Oh my God.
She would refer to him as expunge.
Yeah, she would refer to him as her expunge.
Who's that creepy yellow dude just kind of like standing behind you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's expunge.
No, that's my expunge.
That's my expunge. You're what? That's my expunge.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Again, you guys are amazing. Just remember to give me the role in Discord. Thank you.
You got it, Jay?
Very much. Real Meg.
The real Megth.
Meg.
Try not to make fun of the name of the guy that just gave you $10.
Comedy Gold. Or
I'm trying to pronounce. Oh, that's not. Oh, yeah. That's my expunge. Welcome back, SCP-999.
I'm still not as creepy as the picture of Taylor Swift in full cat form.
Yeah. Some things don't prepare you.
Never thought I would be creeped out by Taylor Swift, but I was.
Being in a horror fandom, you never expect to get creeped out. But,
I don't like horror at all. It's just not my thing.
would you do Mr. Fish? I would love to, but I see no way we could do it right now. I find Mr. Fish is pretty cool. Oh, what the fuck? There's a Mr. Fish market?
No,
I mean, obviously.
Fish market.
Also, apparently, Mr. Fish cartooning from the deep end.
What is this? What did this send me to? Just really bad.
Whoa, what the?
You gotta get out of here quick. Oh, get out of here.
Nope.
Scroll down. Oh, you're an
Scroll
idiot.
down? Why?
You are an idiot.
Why?
You are a fool.
Oh.
Why did you leave
You're
that
blind.
on the screen for so long?
You're literally blind.
What? Their boobs?
No. Why are you going back?
No, he's back. He's
Get
back.
the fuck. You're stupid. You're dumb.
What'd you see?
You're an idiot. Guys, can you listen? Everyone, listen here. There's a little flag next to the save button. I want you to report this stream.
No.
No, do not report.
Okay, don't do that.
This is your main channel. No.
No, don't do it. There we go. That's what we're looking for. This is what we want. Report the stream for being so damn good. Oh wait, they don't have that option. They only have sexual violence.
I've always been reaped out by Taylor Swift. Yeah. SCP Markiplier, all caps. Yeah, I saw he did a new.
Wait, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've actually always quite liked Taylor Swift's music. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm personally not a big fan.
But she's from New York.
There you go.
Don't you automatically like everyone from New York, including
John Gotti? I love. Yeah, I love.
She's from New York. I didn't know that.
Yeah, actually.
She's fake.
Fake.
We're from New York. Let's take a look.
I only know that because in an SCP, believe it or not.
Really?
What is the one? Ronald Reagan cut up while talking.
Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
So it's a subtle reference, but it talks about Ronald Reagan gets showed Ronald Reagan cut up while talking, and he freaks out and talks about 3 different people. I think one is Barack Obama, but they don't name him. They just say a guy from blah blah blah. They one of them is Taylor Swift, and one of them is somebody else, but I can't remember who. They don't name them in that article. He just describes them, and they're past before they become the people they are.
Seriously, you should do SP49 and 49J. Our big issue with 49 is finding an interesting story to tell, other than bad guy turn you into zombie
and touch shoulder, you die.
Yeah. It's a bit.
So SCP-049 doesn't have much personality. I've done a few stories with him, and in one of them, I just made it so he couldn't talk because it was easier that.
Someone Norwegian. I know someone Norwegian. Also, this is actually so simple. I think we could actually do it. Looking back at it now.
Mr. Fish?
Yeah. Because literally the way they made this picture and how they could do this, it's actually not that hard. Because he says 1-letter words, so I wouldn't have to sync lips that much. It would just be a really short video. Stupidly short. She's clearly a homunculus created by our shady government overlords to appease to the masses and lull them into a false sense of security. Ace said that about T-Swift. Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Let them feel safe and comforted.
What do you got against homunculuses created by our shady government overlords to appease the masses and lull them into a false sense of security?
Someone say homunculus. Okay, I'm actually scared what's gonna come up. Oh yeah. Did someone say homunculus? Oh wait. No. Nope.
What?
Nope. Not a cortical homunculus.
The fuck was that?
A homunculus. Oh. Oh wait, there's a dick.
You need to.
It's tiny. It's very
Jesus
tiny.
Christ. Well, this is definitely gonna get
You're an idiot. You're a
demonetized.
fool. You're
Oh, well.
a doofus.
Your channel's gonna get
You're a
demonetized over this
nincompoop.
kind of stuff.
You need to have. You have
Is
3
it?
monitors. You have no.
I have 2 operating monitors.
What does that mean?
My VR is taking out.
Can't get out. You're not using it.
Nah, but it's a pain in the ass to get
Turn on my.
Oh no, Volgan, don't. You know we're in the podcast channel, so just saying.
Now you're inviting it. Hey, why don't you?
Food for thought.
He probably only just woke up, I would think.
Yeah, it's probably very early for him.
He can
Very
talk
early.
very quietly.
Yeah. Just
This person's gonna sew us up if we don't remain PG.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. It's not my channel that it's at risk. You guys do you.
Does she mean? Did they mean sue you?
No, they're gonna sew us up. They're gonna fuse both of us together.
That was so
to
you.
One,
That's hard.
one forlorn homunculus.
Yeah. Oh my God. Why would you do that to yourself? Wait.
Is it really 2:30?
2:30 a.m. That's insane.
3 hours.
Oof.
So basically, you got up on time. That's how.
Stefan G says, "Great job with today's video." Oh, what video? Oh, Volgan's new video. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh right, I still haven't watched that, but I fully intend to.
I haven't had time. You can order like quartz and literal nuke goes off only in the SCP in a crater.
I'm getting tired. I have to submit my birthday, my date of birth into this like form that I'm filing right now, and right under it is the same exact thing, but it says expiration date. I'm like, whoa, like all right. Like,
date of birth, and expiration date.
Like, well, I mean,
I might wrap this stream up. We're not really getting any more questions.
Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out.
Oh no, we're hanging out.
Kind of.
Well, that and you're showing, penises to people.
Yeah, the longer we leave it here, the longer you keep showing people dicks.
Alright, so Ryan got greedy and they decided to do the raid without me, so I'm probably not streaming on that server.
Wow, you better quit in defiance.
So, no, I mean that was literally the reason I was gonna start streaming on that server was for the raid.
Quit in defiance.
I'll play it, but I'm not gonna
Tyler.
stream it. Oh, what happened?
Tyler donated something.
Hey, thank
Probably
you.
directly to your
PayPal.
PayPal.
I felt a surge of energy flowing through my body.
What, do you get like alerts on your phone?
No, my body.
I don't.
I
wish PayPal alerted me.
Tyler sent $32 USD.
Holy
Whoa,
shit!
real?
Damn.
Thank you. It's $32.97. I will not question this denomination. I will gratefully
It sounds
accept
like you really want to, though.
Yeah, no, a third of the
I-
cut is pretty shit. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it.
reject.
Oh, okay, yeah. I saw that. When I got my first super chat, I was really excited. Then I looked at the amount that it was actually giving me, and I was less excited.
Yeah, how much is 50 USD? I mean 50 AUD. Oh, that's $34.
Oh, that makes sense.
Why is
Okay.
it saying send a gift? Should I send a gift? Am I supposed
No.
to send something back?
I don't know, because
No.
every once in a while,
Who's
someone
this
will
gift
send me
for?
money over PayPal, and then it'll be like,
Do you have a
you
public
need
Discord
to-
server that we can join? Yes, check the description. It should be there.
Absolutely. Join
People
our
will be like,
Discord.
people will
We're
be
pretty
like,
active in it.
Yeah.
The
They
PayPal
are.
system will actually ask me to ship them something. I'm
Oh
like,
wait, sorry.
what?
Oh no, Discord. Yeah, Discord links in the description. 999. What do you think about SCP-2662? Let me see.
Subtly, Google's. We know all of them.
Not even close. Whoops. Oh, I've read this one, I think. Although it's been a while. I'm rusty. I don't remember this one that well. I definitely read it before. Huh? Who that? Who there?
Sleepy boy?
It can only be one
Oh
person.
snap!
What?
He lives.
Snap?
Hey,
He's not.
what's up?
Ooh.
What is up?
How are you? How are you up so early?
Not a whole lot.
By not being down.
Because whenever I uploaded my video, I went to bed, which was 6 p.m. for me.
Oh my god. An animal.
Yeah, I'm on an American sleep schedule right now.
I mean,
I don't know if that's
not
true.
really. It's 9:39 over here, p.m. I guess it's more of an Australian time schedule.
Australian American.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite SCP? I answered. Sorry, Marcus. I don't want to repeat too many questions too many times.
Sorry, Marcus, that was the key word, the key phrase. You receive a life ban. No, you're
Life ban. Oh yeah,
It's,
Tyler's Australian. I forgot. It's midday in Australia.
I hate SCP-682. Could you do that? Well, we were about to,
My
but
favorite
honestly, we don't want to
SCP
piss you off.
SCP
Yeah.
3316, the Grand Spectacle.
Oh, that is such a good SCP. Who wrote that one?
SCP.
That's so good. I don't know whoever he is. He's a literal genius.
Oh whoops. Fuck.
I mean, sorry, it could be a woman. I
Could
don't
be
know.
she. You don't know.
They. It's a picture of an eye. 3316. I haven't read this.
It's really good.
Yeah, who wrote it though?
Let's see. Fuck. Is it in history?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not loaded
Your time.
though. It's
Scroll down.
blocking. Oh.
No, it's loading. You just need to scroll
Yep,
down.
Scroll
Yep.
down. Yeah.
So I gotta go.
There's this link. Should I click on
Wow.
security camera link?
You wrote it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I wrote it.
Wow. That took me way too long to do. I remember being a pop-up. I don't remember being bottom. Whatever.
It's never been a pop up.
Rip.
It's
rip
funny
me.
watching you do this in real time.
I know. I'm almost slow. God damn. So remember I used to do this when we started. Well, Jake took it over, but when I started, when I used to help with finding the OG authors for videos we did. Oh, what about the movie about SCP-196 that is being produced? You mean 96? Shy Guy?
No.
No?
It's
196?
being made by Clay Ablay. That
Mr.
one.
Clay, yeah. Did he film it yet?
Said he did.
I'm not sure actually. He said it's being scheduled to be, what was it? The principal photography is going to be finished for September, I think.
Oh,
But
damn.
he hasn't announced when the video or the movie's coming out yet.
It's probably going to be way later then. Because remember his original schedule was shooting principal photography in like May or June.
Yeah, but I think his plans changed whenever he earned so much in the crowdfunding, so he decided to do more with the film.
Gotcha.
Oh,
That's
that's
one of the
original
stretch
goal,
goals, right?
was like doubled, I think.
It was way
That's sort of
it was
worrying.
way past his original goal. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that I don't. I mean, Mr. Clay seems like a solid person. Just every time somebody gets to their stretch goals and like doubles it, and then they're like, "I should make this project bigger," I start to worry about the health of the project.
Yeah. Then they're like, I should move to Guam.
No, I mean because like you can see money as like this is true of anything like that. You see the money and you're like, "Oh, I could do so much with this," and then disappears a lot faster than you think.
Oh, by the way, thanks, Tyler. I appreciate
Especially with
the Happy
filmmaking.
Annie.
Filmmaking, especially, yeah. But almost any project's the same way. Like, nothing ever costs as little as you think it's going to cost.
I actually don't. His original goal was 6,500, and he ended up earning 20,000. So that's pretty much
Damn.
triple his goal. There you go.
Good for him.
Oh yeah, someone mentioned this earlier. SP3020. Oh yeah, I mean we'd love to
Don't mean
do.
to flex on you guys, but I was the reason it tripled. So you know.
Oh no, I remember. I remember it was about to not even make its first goal, and then you give a shout out, and it just
Note to
like
self.
exploded.
Anytime we have a Kickstarter, get Volgan to help.
Pretty much. Look, or Bung.
Not realistically,
Get both.
though. It was because it was about 0.96. That's.
Yeah, no, I mean you alone.
There's a few things.
I'm sure you helped a lot though. The outreach is very powerful. Marketing is a wonderful thing.
Oh, the outreach, sure, but if I said, "Hey guys, could you give me money, please?" They'd tell me to.
To bug
that's
off,
different.
yeah.
That's just background
That's the
noise.
PG-13 way to say this. They tell me to politely walk away.
But you can curse after the first 60 seconds of a stream. Don't worry.
Well, as long as it's not too frequent, then it becomes a problem.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Recommend podcast SCP Archives Reel to Reel. Well, I recommend the podcast Special Containment Podcast.
Hey.
Hey, there's a link in the description below.
Yeah, people were asking questions that we answered in the first episode. So I was like, hey, watch it.
This is the whole podcast gang right now.
Yeah.
Gathered.
Pretty much, yeah.
Indeed.
Super cool podcast. Don't trigger her, Jake.
Oh.
She said. Oh man. Spicy Babe asks, that is a good podcast. Oh, he doesn't add. That's not a question, but thank you.
A weird question.
That's a really good strapline for the podcast. Hey, and
Yep.
welcome to the Super Cool Podcast. That is a good podcast. IGN. 10 out of 10.
You just have his name there, like in credited date and everything.
You know,
Date.
like movies attach like reviews to their trailers or something.
Oh, hey, since we're all here and talking about it, do you think we should kill the book club just finally? Like, I don't think it's working as a.
I'm not super attached to it. But I know some people
it was
enjoyed
just
it.
an idea. I don't think the podcast hinges on it or anything. Like.
Yeah, it just feels like it was a good idea, but we've become more less constrained by formalities, and it feels like a very formal thing to at the end of the podcast be like, and now let's do the big book club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's homework, you know.
Yeah, it became at the start. It was like, oh hey, let's do the book club too. At the end, oh Jesus, I suppose we better do the fucking book club. I
Yeah.
guess.
Ah, we forgot the book.
We had that by the
Yeah, I would have
second
forgot about it
episode.
twice.
Literally forgot about its second episode.
Yeah, we're great. We're very professional.
Oh man.
And we're like, all right, episode 3, which is not released yet. We're like, okay, let's restart it. Episode 4, we're like, should we kill the book club? we didn't even respond.
It didn't last long.
No.
Let's see. I will say it does make a nice background.
What does?
The video for the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, Ace says, oh, I see. All apologies. I'll go flog myself in penance. Good.
What did he say? Why is he flogging
I
himself?
don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure why he.
Oh, because he recommended other people. Don't flog yourself. Just listen.
Would you
Listen
do
to
the 3D glasses SCP? Again, that'd be pretty tricky VFX wise.
I'll say that there's a lot of SCPs that are cool and neat, but don't really have the narrative skeleton to be adapted standalone.
I mean, you could throw a narrative in there and make
Yeah,
it work.
we would just have to make.
Glasses.
could.
What do I look like, Michael Bay?
Maybe
Yeah.
like an older British Michael Bay.
All right, we've been asked twice.
Or
what's
younger
your favorite
British of
movie?
Michael Bay.
Trigger me.
I like the Minions movie.
No, don't do it to them. Loses 80,000
Oh,
subscribers.
guys, what if there was an SCP minion? Oh, dude.
Oh no.
Dude.
I'm a big fan of in the Minions
No.
movie. You know, they're pretty much like they follow around really evil people, and they're conveniently frozen from the 30s to the 50s.
Well, like their styles.
No,
Oh.
they literally all the minions are like frozen in a cave for
Oh,
like
I like
they
that
skip a
as
certain time
yeah.
period. Like because they naturally minions they naturally seek out the most evil people,
Uh-huh.
serve them. First they serve
Ah.
the T-Rex. Then I think there's
Oh.
a vampire.
Ah.
I watched the
very
movie.
handy, wasn't it?
Yes, okay. I
And
didn't
then
watch the
yeah,
movie.
conveniently were frozen.
I've never heard that one either, but that sounds like a clever workaround for their.
It's
for
pretty
that
funny. I
particular-
don't think
Oh my
it was a little
gosh.
bit. There was a bit more of time, but yeah, they kind of conveniently.
I'm just imagining Nazi minions now.
Hello, and then let's not continue.
Oh
yeah,
my
I don't know where
gosh.
that's gonna go, but it gets nowhere good.
Holy crap.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna get water.
Mom's, minion wagon.
You guys carry.
Do you know, Jake's just blown my mind. I didn't realize that was the reason.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
There's some deep lore in the Minions world.
Yeah, you would know. You want to tell them about your
I would.
phase?
I think
Lore.
Cars also
Oh,
has some
I-
deep lore that people have been
Oh
investigating.
god. I saw a Cars like garage sign the other day.
Ugh.
I was scarred. It was a Mater sign. There is a special appearance in our next episode though. Right, Jake?
Huh? What?
The
Where am I?
special a special appearance in our next video at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a word for it.
Special appearance. Did you meet up with the Foundation After Midnight guy?
Oh yeah, we did. That was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cool.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be the surprise. No.
Oh no.
Not yet.
It's not a living creature. The thing, the special
It's a
appearance.
apparently it's a very
No
bad
longer living.
surprise that could work too.
I don't know if Eric acts. I know it is voice acting, but yeah.
Be surprised to find out if he didn't do regular acting as well. Most voice actors kind of got a itch for that.
No. I'm gonna get water. It's very hot in my room.
I mean,
Don't worry, we'll carry the stream while you're gone.
Don't burn it.
I'll,
Anyway, so butts, am I right?
oh yeah, butts.
I haven't left
those-
yet, you know. Yeah.
Nah.
Butts.
That's a fair point.
That's what I thought.
Mine
It's just nice to have it confirmed.
Not a lot of people are willing to talk about this. Glad
Yeah.
we have a forum where we can discuss this and bring it to more people's attention.
Okay, instead of talking about butts, let's
All
look
right, let's
to the
get to the real
comments.
deal.
We're
How do
actually
we-
not talking
So,
about.
Jake, could you do something to do with the Infinity Staircase SCP?
Wait,
Because you
what?
totally haven't done that before.
You do some. I think we might be able to
Bruno
pull that off.
McNeil.
Actually, I think we could do that one.
In fact,
It's a
could you
really
make it
clever
in the next 30 seconds?
Yeah.
I actually, you know what? I think I will. Hold on, I'm gonna make this video. I'm so glad you brought this up. This is a great idea. Holy crap! I'm just this, a little bit of that. Boom! Wow, what's that? Look at that! Look at that link down there.
Peter Gomer said, question for Vulgan, what happened to Skip Rewind? Nobody was interested, Peter, apart from about, I don't know, 20 people. That's it. If there's
Yeah.
ever any like breaking SCP news, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say, I'll do it again, but only for a reason.
There's been some
It
breaking
was actually
SCP
Skip
news?
Rewind, which it was the first time I ever mentioned Sumerian in one of my videos.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, it was like Skip
Yep.
Rewind number 6. I think it was like, do you want to know advice on how to write an SCP? You should check this guy out.
Hey Bruno,
That
you
was
might be
your
interested in
um,
looking at the
podcast.
second video posted on this.
Yeah, that was back when I still only had, I think, like a couple hundred subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
The good
I think
old
that was back
days.
whenever your channel was still called the SCP Foundation. Now, was that
Pretty
an
sure it
official
was.
channel, or was that unofficial?
Yeah. It was a test. Like when I first started, it was supposed to be like it was kind of a test to see if we could create content back when I was still staff. Did not work out because I was the only one who was willing to actually. The thing about creative types, especially which you learn when you're around enough of them, and the SCP Wiki is filled with great writers. A lot of them are very flaky. Like they say they're willing to get
Oh, yeah,
involved
do
in
you know me?
stuff. It's like they say they're willing to get in stuff. Yeah, but when you commit to something, you do it. But like a lot of people want to commit to stuff and then they overcommit. They don't, then they can't do it. But you do overcommit sometimes, I think, but you will always go. You will always follow through, which is one of those things. But yeah, so like I just realized the only person I can count on is myself when it comes from like the writer's perspective. So it's like, yeah, I'll just do it myself, and then I made it my own.
Yeah, that's generally a better way to do it, I suppose. Good, because like, man, if the SCP Wiki is anything to go by, having loads of people having an input on one YouTube channel would be a nightmare, especially at the scale of the SCP Wiki.
Not to
would
mention
be mental.
3 videos out in the entire year.
Not to mention how like it's not just run by committee. The problem is that like the committee is not even very good. Like the SCP wikis, we have a bad habit of coming up with lots of problems and no solution. We can't do this because of X. All right, what should we do instead? I don't know, but we definitely can't do the thing you suggested.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'm back. So, someone got banned?
Nah, but Sumerian started talking about the drama again.
Oh no.
What? I did not.
He did it. He did it.
That's bullcrap. I did not, in any sense. Or what the hell?
I want to get a shock collar for Sumerian.
I didn't.
Classically condition Sumerian to not. He's gonna hear a bell and just.
Oh, man.
Skipper said, question, is that room from SCP Blackout? It is not from SCP Blackout, but it was made in the same engine and with the same assets as SCP Blackout. So you have a very good eye.
That's Unreal, right?
Yeah, that is indeed.
The Unreal, dude.
The only thing on that screen that's not an SCP Blackout asset is the SCP poster on the wall and the Exploring Series logo on the TV.
Gotcha.
Oh shit, I just realized that's on there. Maybe you should have went with one of the ones that's not the Exploring Series.
Dementia says, question, if you had a bigger budget and access to animals, what would you think about doing SCP-1459? Let's see what sort of animals we need and how many.
The puppy machine. I've never read this.
No.
Oh no, this is the one where you're
Access to
definitely
animals.
going to hell for this.
Jake's an animal. What are you talking about?
Do you want the
This is
the
attack on
summary?
the character.
Oh no, yeah, I'm going through the logs right now.
Okay.
This looks horrible.
It's
Is
a
no one gonna
puppy
do,
killing.
I was just attacked. Whatever.
The Unity remake. I haven't looked too much into the Unity remake. I've only seen like screenshots and such. Do the butt ghost. Like that video from I'm trying to remember his name. He did Charlie the Unicorn.
Now see, I'm curious when Stephen G says at Vulgar, at Forlorn Foundry, you guys should do the butt ghost. Is he excluding me because he doesn't think I should do it, or because he knows I've already done it?
Oh, you've done it, yeah. There you
Anything
go.
is potentially an SCP. Ace Lance. You write it well enough.
I wrote a story where the butt ghost eats a dude.
With his butt?
No, he eats him butt first, obviously.
Oh, okay.
It's a rotten way to go. You feel it the whole time until the very end.
Well,
Oh, God.
ever since I've known you, Severian, you've always had the opinion, let the assholes of the world sustain you, so I guess it makes sense.
Good times. I had to explain that to somebody yesterday because they're like, how do you deal with people disliking you? And I'm like, you enjoy it. And he's like, how is that possible? I can't stand when I know someone doesn't like me. I'm like, hate is just a step below love. Somebody has to care about you quite a lot to hate you.
That's some like evil villain shit right there.
No, that quote, hate is just a step below love, is something that you would hear in like an Alcoholics Anonymous movie.
Oh my God.
Would you ever make or let someone use your video for the wiki? Yeah, 100%. We wanted to contribute to the wiki in video format. Just waiting for the offers.
Yeah, and it's not like I haven't said numerous stuff. Never.
Just waiting for the offers.
Yeah. We'll say that's the reason.
I should actually, honest to God, I should think about writing something that's going to require video. I'll you know what? I'll get that in my head and I'll start thinking about it.
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
That'll be fun.
Put us
Okay.
to work.
Yeah. Jeremy
Jeremy
Rice
Rice,
says,
you've been
"Notice
noticed."
me. Notice me."
Notice me.
What do you think about SCP Ascension? I think it's a very grandiose project. I hope they're able to pull it off. It sounds like they have a solid team behind it, from what I know. Feels legit.
I think the most ambitious project at the minute is the Container Breach Unity. Like, I think that's the closest to date we've got to like a AAA game that's based on the SCP universe.
Unity's not just
Like
a
every
remake,
single
right?
detail they put in.
Like they're adding a bunch of stuff.
I mean, it started off as a remake, but it's became so much more like than the original. Way more. Like they're putting like amazing sound design. Like they're remastering every single asset from the original. Like I don't think they're using any assets that existed in the original game.
Damn.
So the only
Beginning
thing
of-
it has connecting the Unity to the original is just the concept of the blinking. I think that's it.
Remastered Pizza Day.
Pizza time.
Are they having you do a lot of the voices for Unity?
No, not really. I'm not actually involved in it yet. They said they're
Okay.
gonna involve me whenever they put 049 in, but I'm generally just a really big fan of the project.
I feel like I haven't heard much from them.
They're actually streaming most days. Actually,
Oh.
they stream themselves coding, which, to be fair, I mean it's not the most entertaining thing to watch, but
On Twitch, I'm
yeah,
assuming.
they keep everyone up to date. I know on their YouTube channel as well.
Oh. I didn't even know they had a YouTube channel. I should follow them.
I am learning how to become filmmaker. How do I convince friend to be in my video?
Food.
Shouldn't need to convince them. You know?
Just pizza, buy them pizza.
Okay, that too.
Yeah.
Actors like to be compensated.
I guess it's a little bit like convincing someone to help you move. Like, there's free food.
I
Free food.
Yeah, that's pretty good advice. Like free food is a really good way to convince people to do things.
that or get them excited about the idea of the video. That's how I mainly got
Also,
random friends.
If you are gonna buy them pizza, just buy them pizza that everybody likes. Don't put pineapple on it or something weird.
Don't
Just
buy
get them normal
That's like
pizza.
an insult.
don't buy Domino's.
I was complaining about somebody bought me a cheese pizza as like a apology recently, and like you can't. Somebody buys you food, you're not gonna say no, I won't take it. But at the same time, in the back of your mind, you're like,
Smyrna's like,
we just
"Is
triggered
that all
someone.
I'm worth to you? Just a plain cheese?
Guys,
Do
can
you
everyone
even like me?"
Right? I think I posted on Twitter. I said something along the lines of, "A cheese pizza is the choice of fools who can't make a decision."
Oh come on. It's like it's the metric of like how good is this pizza place. So I'm gonna get the cheese pizza. Yeah, because pepperoni. How do you make better pepperoni? Buy better pepperoni. Kill it. There's no strategy. But making a cheese pizza, that's the base. That's the whole. That's the pie. You know, proof is in the pie.
I mean,
I love
maybe,
how when
but
you
at the
talk
same
about
time,
pizza, you become more New Yorker.
suddenly he's a New Yorker.
Suddenly, I've been in New York my whole life. Mayonnaise on pizza. Guys, I'm handing out bans. So
Mayonnaise on pizza? Forget about it.
forget about it. Fangool, get the
I'm
hell out
walking
of here.
here. You want a pizza?
You're not even Italian,
I'm
Jake.
walking.
Get out of here.
Vaffanculo.
Oh my gosh. Now we're gonna get banned.
Alright, we're gonna get banned for saying "go fuck yourself" in Italian.
Yep.
Our sudden surge of Italian fans are gonna be livid.
Yeah. Never forget.
Yeah, I
haven't-
guess I should apologize to everybody out there who actually likes cheese pizza. Not because I'm wrong, but because
Don't
you like cheese
apologize to 'em.
pizza.
Oh,
What happens if
Now
I tap
angry
in
again.
No, it's not.
exotic
okay,
pizza?
What I meant by that was right. There's nothing wrong with cheese pizza. It's just boring. That I mean, I
Yeah,
think we can.
I mean,
all
like,
agree.
what's
Like, it's
even with
good,
the
but
argument,
it's boring.
even
Very boring.
even with the argument that like it can tell you whether the pizza place is any good or not. That same cheese pizza with some toppings would be better, right?
look, cheese pizza's for the first date. You know, you're trying to test the waters.
No, it's
you
not.
Wanna...
What?
That's a
I'm
bad
sorry?
first date.
Bad
This is-
first date. Listen,
It is.
I'm not gonna be so bold as to be like, I know you're an anchovy girl.
Well, obviously you don't put
Today I learned-
anchovies on,
Today I
but
learned that
Yeah.
Jake
Oh.
actually dates pizza places.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen. Your decor is looking beautiful tonight. I see you got iced tea in
Yeah, I'm
stock.
on my third date with Gugino's Pizza. It's going you know what I mean?
I swear to God, Mama
Oh,
Teresa's is a hole, but I can't stop coming back.
Oh man.
and this
Fuck
is why
Mama
we have a
Teresa's.
podcast together.
Yes.
Shout out Mama Teresa's for price gouging during hurricane season. Fuck off, Mama Teresa, you piece of shit.
No politics. No politics. No.
Nah, fuck
Yeah.
off politics.
Hey,
Hey,
that's a
it's
potential
political.
sponsor, man.
Oh, man.
No, Mama, I can walk to them right now and spit on their building. I will live stream me spitting on Mama Teresa's
Oh my
right now.
God.
Fucking rotten
Oh,
bastards.
Oh God, a gummy pizza.
Yeah. It's
People-
someone pointed out.
Koreans make the worst pizza.
Oh yeah, it actually is pretty awful.
They're like, pizza's bread and bread can have anything. They don't know the rules. They don't understand the rules.
Let's see. That actually
Kosher.
sounds pretty good.
What?
Bulgogi pizza.
Teacher gave my friend a can of Spam for saying, I want the prize. He's never done that before.
I want the what? Oh, I want the prize.
I don't... Was that
Are
the
you
prize?
Hawaiian?
What's the joke there?
I don't know. That's just...
Bulgogi beef pizza.
Yeah.
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi
legit
is really
looked like
good.
Something you would find in a seafood restaurant's bin out the back.
Bulgogi?
Bulgogi is good shit.
It's like marinated beef.
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi. Who said that?
Me?
Who
That
said it is
sounds a lot
bulgogi?
better than it looks.
My mom says bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll tell you right
William
now.
Goggy.
It's funny that says the worst pizza toppings and it shows a spam pizza. I bet
Spam
fried
is solid,
spam.
actually.
Yeah, I bet fried spam would be, if not a good pizza topping, at least it would be.
It's
you know,
good in
serviceable.
it's good in kimchi jjigae. It's like a Korean stew.
Kimchi
Yeah. Oh.
Listen, if you don't like spam on pizza, you can get the hell out of here.
It is weird, but like I said, I bet it wouldn't be terrible.
See, like
It's
they
not. Spam is like...
they
spam
put a
gets
lot of
bad
spam.
rap.
butter jjigae.
It's pretty. I mean, yeah, fried spam is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Solid.
I mean, like, no, yeah, it's just
Breadless
fried
pizza.
meat.
Although to be fair,
Somebody hit me up with
fried
that breadless
anything
pizza.
is
Right.
usually quite good.
Yeah.
What the
You know,
fuck?
raw chicken's bad, but fried chicken.
Y'all eat your pizzas with that red stuff in it?
Don't even. Let's see. Oh, okay. I got it. It's clobbing time.
Clobbering?
What?
Not clobbering.
Clobbing.
It's
Clobbing time.
clobbing. Clobb, you stole my joke.
It's clobbing
Screw
time.
you.
Oh,
Stroop
cobbin.
waffle.
I used to do cobbin time.
Guys, Stroop waffle is pretty solid. Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
agree
good.
with you, Peter Gama.
Um,
It's like a waffle made out of Stroop, and you gotta respect it.
pizza without dough. I don't know how this works.
Isn't it just pasta?
What? No,
Chicago
what?
style.
No.
It's just we forgot the dough. We put the sauce straight on the pan. How could this happen, Luigi?
It's just sauce, cheese, and toppings, right?
You burnt the sauce. You didn't put There's no dough.
You didn't make it.
That's probably like how you make the cheese crisps, Jake.
Yeah, no. You put sauce on the you smeared sauce on the bottom of a pan and then you
Ew.
put cheese on top.
Are you looking at this? The crust is made of full-fat cream cheese, eggs,
Oh,
garlic powder, and cream cheese.
Uh,
Oh my
I mean,
god!
Let's be real. This is
Oh
actually
my
some
God.
solid keto stuff. People make
I mean,
pizza
it
out of
looks
cauliflower.
Oh my god! But a cream cheese pizza? I don't know about that. Like,
I mean, yeah, it
Actually,
looks
listen.
good from the picture,
No.
but like
See,
the
what you
ingredient.
don't get is you can make keto bread out of cream cheese.
how?
You can actually make like it. Don't ask me, dude. This is food science.
Walks
This is
into
above
a
my pay
pizza
grade.
joint and says, "Fuck my life up, fam."
Oh my god! I kind of want to try this. Out of just pure
You
curiosity.
can make. I've made the bread. It's called cloud bread. You look up cloud bread. It's made out of cream cheese.
Oh, it must not be
It's
good if they named
says
it that.
Low carb and diabetic friendly. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
this
not
is-
artery friendly, is it?
Oh, I mean, you'll lose a bunch of pounds, and then it'll eventually catch up to you.
Yeah, I guess.
Look at that. Look at this beautiful keto cloud bread. Oopsie bread. What?
This is strange.
Oopsie bread. I accidentally made my bread with cream cheese. Oops. How'd that happen?
Huh.
Oh, okay. I would make it with like fresh New York bagel deli cream cheese. You know, because that's
Yeah,
like
okay.
that's like the good cream cheese, not the shitty like
Okay.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
They're literally just using Philadelphia, but okay.
No, but like, how about if you taste?
Philadelphia cream cheese is all we have in Ireland.
Oh, that's sad.
Guys are living
Do you even have bagels in Ireland?
impoverished life.
Do you even have bagels? What
We
a
don't have
neat
bagels, no,
question to ask.
No, but that's no joke though, right? Because I watch a lot of cooking shows on YouTube. Binging with Babish, you've probably heard of him.
Yeah.
He said, because he lives in New York, he said people that don't live in New York don't know really what a proper bagel is supposed to taste like.
150%. I agree.
And Rhode Island actually had real bagels. I was shocked.
Seriously?
Providence,
Well,
yeah.
because he actually said the reason as well, though, like how the difference in taste from like shop bought bagels, versus like New York style. bagels from a
Shop
bakery.
bagels are literally just bread. They're not even
Oopsie
bagels.
bread, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's got to have that chew. Has to have that like.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Haven't had a
There is
bagel until you had a toasted egg everything bagel with olive cream
a
cheese
Beck?
prepared at Bagelicious.
Give me a Beck. That's when they know.
A Beck?
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Ugh. Call it Beck?
You've never heard anyone call it a Beck?
You don't call it a Beck. You say a bacon, egg, and cheese.
No, you just say a Beck.
No, you say this one big
No,
bacon,
if
egg,
you're
and cheese.
I'll be honest with you. I used to work in fast food, and we used to call it a BEC, but never a Beck.
Maybe it's a New York thing.
It's not. They
It
say,
is
"Oh,
definitely a New York thing.
Give me a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Then
Bacon
again,
and
then again,
cheese.
let's be fair. Something can be a New York thing, but only be
There we go.
part
You
of
spelled it
New
right.
Bacon.
Bacon, cheese.
Biconic cheese.
Hello, Ivan. Why do you not make a bacon?
Baconic cheese. Well, those will make the bacon egg cheese.
Ivan, the Americans are ahead of us. How do you make the bacon egg cheese?
I do not know, Boris.
Have you guys seen food from the Philippines? I know what balut is. There's actually a really lit Filipino restaurant.
Shout out to Kabayan Filipino Grill, former location of Taco Bell, East Meadow, Front Street.
I mean, are you just going to constantly talk about local businesses?
Yeah. Guys, let's do a thumbs down to Mama Teresa's, thumbs up to Kabayan
Well, we had
Filipino Grill.
our friend had a big party because he just graduated from like a Navy school, and they had lechon, which is literally this, just a full-on pig.
Dude, it came in a fucking box. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I walked outside and everything was still in the sternos and shit, and I just saw a big like cardboard box.
Man,
I'm like,
you've
huh.
got some balls typing in the word Filipino on Google. That auto-completes a fucking... That's a Russian roulette.
Oh my god. It reminds me of in what was it, in high school, I'd go on the computers in the library and type in like European, and it would show a bunch of European flags. I'd be like, all right, American flag, whatever. I type in Asian and it's like site blocked. I'm like, why did that happen?
Oh my god.
Funny how it do that.
But lechon, literally the skin is so crispy, it's like glass. Like literally, it just snaps. It's like candy glass, or like.
I like it, except you,
so
like sometimes they leave the
literally
hair on the
cuts your
pig.
mouth into ribbons.
I know. When he said glass, I was like, that doesn't sound appetizing
No,
at all.
I don't know. It's like it's just got a snap to it. Like it's like
got a beautiful snap, a great iron taste.
almost like like peppermint bark, I guess, or
I mean, I get what you're
tingling
saying
on my
now,
taste buds.
like sharp, like there are foods that are like that are good. But when you just said glass, I was like,
I
I don't want to eat glass.
I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, I like eating glass filling cheese.
Just, I mean, it kind of, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's caramelized. It's candied, so it just kind of.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I remember literally I had a bite and there was like a little hair that survived the scorching process.
Dude, no, there's always a little hair. You look at the pig, it's got like a little elbow hair, and you're like, ah.
Yeah.
Flailing cheese says
that little hair that survived. You look at it really closely and it's wearing like a bandana.
Damn.
Flailing cheese says I like eating glass. It feels good cutting my inside.
Yes.
No joke. There's some people who I think they like. I don't. I'd have to look it up again.
No.
But they like swallow. They chase that like before they drink alcohol. They'll chase down like a little bit of like glass, like a really tiny amount.
What the
because
hell?
it'll do micro.
Like beaded glass?
No, like actually glass, because it'll cause micro serrations on their like digestive tract, which helps.
What?
No, there's a name for these kind of people. What is it? Oh yeah, dead.
Dead.
Yeah, like what?
To be fair, glass is one of the less dangerous things you can eat as long as it's not particularly like powder.
Totally
like
organic.
Like you ever see like on movies or TV where someone eats powdered glass and they die screaming and bloody? That's not real. Powdered glass is just sand.
FBI wants to know you're looking.
Yeah.
Of people that have actually inhaled like powdered glass.
Oh, ube cake. I literally
Yo, this guy out here, ube cake.
My
Bob,
friend.
you are a genius.
Oh my gosh.
We had a fucking ube cake.
Amazing ube cake.
Astonishing.
What's an ube cake?
What is
Ube is purple sweet potato, but there's so much more.
It was so good. I think
Oh no, wait,
my friend's sister
made something with that.
Yeah, the ube roll. Yeah, he made that from Steven Universe.
Ube.
It was so good.
So good.
It was literally the best.
With Ubi. Who are we talking about Ubi with? I feel like I was talking
With Bong?
someone about Ubi.
Kind of interesting color, at least.
What is ubi?
Ubi.
I mean, assuming that color is natural and not.
It is,
food
yeah.
coloring
No, that's
included.
natural.
Oh,
Well, no,
natural
you can
Ubi.
add a little more, technically.
My
Cause
dude made a Thanos cake, man.
Thanos cake.
oh my god, it has to have been done.
Yo, did you guys hear that
Oh
Marvel
my
turned
gosh.
a ube cake into a character?
No, what the hell? This has to be made.
I just imagine the recipe for it at the very bottom. It says
Why
and
is Steven Universe one of the recommendations?
Cause they made it
amount
in
of
an
milk in
episode.
it.
Oh,
for the amount of milk and eggs required, perfectly balanced as all things should be.
What is and isn't ube?
course.
That's meat. What is? Oh, that's not meat. That's actually.
Oh, that's genius.
Well, this is what an ube looks like. For anyone wondering. Oh god, Thanos' face is in it.
Thanos. Yeah, Thanos.
That's good.
Oh my god, that's great.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just gonna leave that on the screen for a little while.
Oh, I've seen Thanos car. The cake is a lie, yes. Portal.
Well, here with
Okonomiyaki.
Who's here with these 2008 references?
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, a huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
This looks like a yole cake. What the hell's a yole cake?
Yo-yo cake?
I'm waiting for something really awesome to happen to me on camera, like the news shows up, and that's what I'm going to say. This was a triumph.
Yo-yo cake. What is this? What is your favorite texture of glass?
I prefer like really tiny, really granular.
Glass?
Well, we gotta look this up. Types.
I mean, can glass just be a texture of its own? It is. Glassy is a texture.
I think there's like frosted glass, which is its own thing. You've got
Yeah.
typical glass.
You got frosted glass, you got stained glass,
Yeah.
you got meth glass.
Wait,
Every
what?
types of glass you
Float
want.
glass,
We got
what
it
is
right here.
Sapphire. Sapphire is
I'm
the
sorry,
new
did you say
glass.
meth glass?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
crystal.
in Breaking Bad, that's what they
Cabin
called
in the
the
Woods,
glass
yeah.
in Breaking Bad.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
It's been a really long time since I've seen Breaking Bad. God, how long ago was that when it went off the air?
Years. It's been like
Well,
4
it's
or
been a-
5 years.
Been a brave while.
Yeah. So it was like my senior year of high school, the final season.
Still haven't finished Better Call Saul.
Yeah, 2013. You know what's really weird to me is like, out of the golden age of television that we've had a bunch of really great television series, and I'm trying to think of another one that had a decent ending besides Breaking Bad, and I can't come up. I'm sure there are, but I can't come up with anything. Mad Men
The
was
Sopranos is the only other one I can think of, but that's really controversial.
yeah, that one's questionable. I kind of like the Sopranos ending myself, but I can respect that other people wouldn't.
Yeah, I liked it.
But Mad Men was okay. I mean, it kind of ended all right. Iffy. And I can't think of
never
anything
actually
else.
stuck with it until the end. I got it to the third season. And
It
stopped.
gets a little in about the middle of it. It got kind of hard to continue watching because it's like assholes being self-destructive. Like I could watch assholes being awesome. I'm not entirely sure I can watch them destroy themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever want to watch an asshole destroy itself, I mean, shout out Taco Bell. We
God.
gotta do it.
I just
I
had to talk
really
about
thought you
what
were
could
going
go
somewhere
wrong.
else with that, but okay.
Also, I am.
Actually, this is a question I would like to ask everyone here. In your opinion, what is a show that started off brilliant but ended really bad? You're not allowed to say Game of Thrones.
I was literally just gonna say
Damn it.
that. Literally just gonna say that.
Dexter.
Oh
I
my
think
God!
Dexter,
Yeah.
I
Oh
think
my
people
God.
will also say Lost.
Dexter's a good answer.
Yeah, I wanted to get that in there before somebody else did. To be honest with you, I was like, "That's mine, Dexter."
I mean, just look at this.
Isn't The Walking Dead still going
That
on?
would probably be Heroes. Remember Heroes? The
Oh
NBC
yeah.
show?
Oh God, yes!
Heard about that.
Oh my God, that was so good in the first season, and so bad every season
The
after.
first season was so good, but I don't. I think the writer's strike happened.
It did. It
at
killed.
the
Yep.
beginning of the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
season. Yeah.
Wow. History
Oh
lesson.
my
Writers.
God. And it was, oh man, the potential of that series. It was so good in the beginning. Like Dexter was good for a while, and it ended poorly. But Heroes just had the one season.
It
and
taught
that's
me. It taught me my first Japanese word. Yatta, yatta. Remember,
Okay.
he used to say it all the time. That one hero.
What else though?
Actually, you know the guy that played Hero, Masaoka.
Yeah.
And he's actually Japanese, so he actually consulted with the scriptwriter on the first season.
Oh,
Oh damn.
And the word he originally was supposed to say was banzai.
Oh my God.
And
wow.
Masaoka went, that's just kind of. Not only is it racist, but Japanese people don't say banzai.
God.
We would say yatta because yatta means I did it.
Yeah.
So that was the only bit of interest in trivia I know about Heroes.
Is it like stained, the word, in Japan?
I think it's very situated.
Yeah.
Well, I think, I think his point was just, it doesn't make sense in context.
There's better words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tao was what he advised them to use.
So wait, so we've got Heroes, Dexter, obviously Game of Thrones. What was the other one? Lost, obviously. That's an easy one. Even though I've never seen Lost, I've heard from too many people to know that I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, likewise.
What else?
Yeah, I watched the first season of Lost and actually got kind of depressed because all it did was raise questions. Like, it never answered anything. Like, I'm not saying a show has to answer every single question by the end of the first season, definitely not, but it answered nothing.
And like, instead of answering questions, it just created more and more as it kept going. And that was apparently successful for a while, but after a while it snowballed into too big to actually ever conclusively ever conclude in a way that people like. Oh, the Bob Newhart show.
I've never seen
Where
this.
he wakes? Wait, is this the one where he wakes up at the? Or no, was it this one or the one afterwards? Because there's he wakes up and it's the other show. It's like an episode of the other show, and the whole that show was just a dream in the other show. I think it's Bob Newhart.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. The Berserk anime became really bad.
Saint Elsewhere had a really weird ending, which also makes most of television incredibly strange.
I guess Twin Peaks, people would also argue.
I've never watched season 2 of Twin Peaks. I haven't watched season 1 of Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is something that I really love, right? But if anybody says they dislike it, I won't argue with them. It's that kind of thing.
My TV professor was obsessed with that show. I couldn't get into it though. It was just, I feel like if I watched it when it aired, I would have liked it. Kind of.
I don't know if it's fair to name.
Like, I didn't even watch it when it aired either.
See, I don't think it's fair for me to name an anthology series, but True Detectives for season 1 was, in comparison to season 2, it's just like night and day.
Oh, it was night and day, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, like True Detective season 1, like, since Breaking Bad was the only show that kept me really hooked on a show. I was really interested. But the second season I didn't even bother watching because the trailers just didn't make it look like something interesting.
What's the worst film you've ever seen from modern Hollywood?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Fan Four Stick.
Fantastic Four?
Actually?
No, we call it Fan Four Stick because
Fan Four Stick's the sequel, or like the reboot that came out a few years ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. It is technically called Fantastic Four, but the logo, the title, and everything is Fan with a big 4 in it, and then
I don't remember this.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, that's a really good question.
No, you know what? Suicide Squad.
I didn't see Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's pretty up there.
The thing is, I usually Fan Four Stick.
Because Fantastic Four actually has like a decent first act, but it's not great, but it's decent. It doesn't slide into shit until about the third act anyway. But Suicide Squad is bad from start to finish.
The very first Fantastic Four movie works quite well in a bargain bin. Like, if you look at the graphic design, works quite well, but Fan Four Stick does not work well anywhere.
No.
Yeah, the first Fantastic Four, the old Fantastic Four series of films, they were good, but they were like cheesy. It was fun. It was like cheesy, good fun.
With Chris Evans.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, as the Human Torch.
Yeah. I used to play the video game all the time.
I remember I was like I think I might have been in my late teens then. I don't remember when that came out exactly, but I remember I was still pretty young, and I just thought, you made Jessica Alba the Invisible Woman? I don't want her to be invisible.
There you go.
Yeah, could they have made a more ridiculous choice for the Invisible Woman? Like, Come on.
Come on, fellas.
That is Silver Surfer movie?
Should have chose me to
They
play
did,
the
yeah.
Invisible Woman.
That is the
for
correct
fuck's
response,
sake.
James.
Yeah, I didn't know
You're
that was
finding
a
out that
thing.
there is a Silver Surfers movie.
Man.
Yeah, that was the second or I think there was only 2, right? I can't remember if there was 2 or
Yeah,
3,
there was
but
2. There was Fantastic Four,
yeah,
and then Fantastic Four:
Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Huh. Wow, I don't remember that at all. Yeah, I heard the new Hellboy was ass, which is very sad.
When I heard that they hadn't even like talked
the
to Ron
fucking Silver
Perlman,
Surfer was voiced by Lawrence Fishburne.
Really?
really?
Huh.
That was back when he was like a much bigger deal than he is now.
Oh.
But yeah,
Tell me all about the Fish Boy.
when I heard that the new Hellboy, like none of the producers, none of the writers, none of the actors had reached out to Ron Perlman to even like get his perspective on the character, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be.
Huh.
Like you don't got to.
I thought they reached
but,
out eventually. Like the
I don't
director
know.
did.
I watched when maybe they did after he did his little interview because he did Ron Perlman did an interview where they asked him like, "Are you involved at all in the new?" And he's like, "No, they have not even contacted me. Nobody's reached out at all."
Yeah, I guess it was after that time. Wow, the thing looks really bad in this.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
really bad. Holy crap.
Oh my god, though, you know the interesting thing about I'm trying to think of what else except for Spider-Man, which is still technically owned by Sony. I think everything else is owned by Disney. Like all the shit that Marvel sold off.
This is the thing that I think a lot of people forget, and that whole thing was Disney actually acquiring the rights to Fox, and I guess they don't own the complete rights to Spider-Man and Sony because it's shared in some way. I don't know the details.
They made a deal,
At this
yeah.
point, Disney owns pretty much everything that you love.
Well, back in the 1990s when the Marvel actual comic book company almost went bankrupt before it was bought by Disney, they sold off like everything.
Because
yeah, they sold off the rights to almost everything to try and stay afloat. And what's hilarious to me is I think that is why the Marvel Cinematic Universe works, because they were stuck with second-tier heroes that they had to make work. I mean, except for maybe Captain America. Captain America is probably the most top-tier hero they had, but
yeah, but man, Captain America wasn't really a famous hero.
Right.
Like
he's not Spider-Man.
My honest opinion, before those MCU movies came out, my opinion of Captain America was, it was like propaganda. Just
pretty vanilla. Captain America. Pretty basic.
Yeah, and Iron Man is like definitely was a B-class superhero back then, and so was
for sure.
Yeah.
That's probably being generous to Iron Man. Like he was.
It is. You're
he was
right.
An
yeah.
Alcoholic washout, pretty much. You know.
Yeah, like he was not like in universe he was sort of a big deal, but like when we talk about the popularity of characters, he was definitely B-list.
Oh, yeah,
and so was
X-Men and Spider-Man.
So was almost everybody. X-Men, Spider-Man, and Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four was hugely popular in comics. And they were all sold off. So it's like, and now that Disney owns them all and has made a deal with Sony to be able to use. I love how Sony was just like gave up. They're like, fine, why don't you guys try something with it? And then like they make these 2 amazing movies, which is just because Marvel just prints money.
This was a good question earlier on. Klob asked, what's the best lesser known film you've ever seen? You know, from cinematography to music and story. His is Upgrade, the one with Logan Marshall Green. Never seen it myself.
Oh, I think is that the one where the guy gets paralyzed and has like a computer placed in him or something?
No, that's the one with Johnny Depp in it. No,
I'm thinking of the different one.
Singularity or something that was called.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry, Nikki. I normally go on Reddit. Don't worry. Typing in meme into Google search is poisonous. Lobster's really good. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
I've got a couple that I think are underrated. One is Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, and the other is Stranger Than Fiction.
Oh, I've heard about this.
It is, and it's not. And like people see the
Will Ferrell movie to be that good.
People see Will Ferrell and they think it's going to be one thing, and it is not anything like you expect.
It's really not. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a very bland movie from like just the first appearance.
like especially if you're like in the creative sphere, and I'd say doubly, especially if you're a writer, it's an amazing.
I mean, it's a movie about writing, essentially.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wait, what was the movie you mentioned earlier, Logan?
The one that Claude mentioned was, I think it was Upgrade. I think it was.
But that is the one I was thinking about, because the guy gets paralyzed and gets like a brain or like a mechanical something into his spine.
This looks interesting.
Oh yeah, the one that can like assume control of his nervous system and all that kind of stuff.
Haven't watched it, but I do know the
that's
movie.
it. Yeah.
What was yours?
Yeah, actually, I recognize that now. That looked pretty good, actually.
What was yours though, Volgan? Like, did you have one underrated modern movie?
Lesser known. It's a movie called Anomalisa.
The what?
Anomalisa.
Oh yes, I know this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, the art style really like skeeves me out. I've seen like the trailer for this. I love the director.
Art style is actually so important to the movie, though. That's why.
Like I think it adds to like it's a very depressing movie, right? I'm trying to remember the synopsis of it.
I mean, it has a bittersweet ending in a way, I suppose, but
yeah. Like Game of Thrones' bittersweet ending.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh no.
Oh. But no, Charlie Kaufman's an amazing.
There was nothing sweet about that ending.
Writer.
I'm the most depressed member of the podcast crew.
Let's see. Oh, I really want to see Anecdote New York.
A really good director.
I forgot. This is on my list, but I really want to
start looking. Wait, I thought you were going to look up Game of Thrones, but you were just going to type in dog shit.
Oh.
Yeah, Synecdoche, New York's pretty good.
Synecdoche? Yeah.
I have a hard time like thinking off of movie titles off the top of my head. But
it's hard for me to think of anything I like.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head.
Favorite Edgar Wright movie?
Actually, I don't know if this counts as lesser known, but also a movie called It Follows.
I've heard about that a lot. I've heard people talk about it a lot. Here, at least.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it personally either.
It's good. It's not perfect, but it's a good horror.
Did Edgar Wright do Scott Pilgrim? Because that is one of my favorite movies.
He did. Fun fact: I met Michael Cera once. Yeah. I met him, and he was wearing '80s sunglasses.
I don't know.
I met Adam Sandler.
I think we both barely did.
I think it would be fair to at least say that Scott Pilgrim is underrated because it did do very well.
I loved Scott Pilgrim growing up.
I think it is underrated.
I literally have a Scott Pilgrim.
Actually, do you know Edgar Wright actually follows Lord Bung on Twitter?
Really?
Really? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That's her hookup.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's kind of huge. I actually love Edgar Wright.
Is a fan of Lord Bung.
Oh.
You're right on the podcast.
Holy shit.
Let's get him on the podcast.
Oh my god. I'm a huge I'm not a huge, but I just love almost every movie Edgar Wright has made.
You don't understand, right? See my connection with Edgar Wright. He made a TV series in the UK called Spaced, right?
Yeah.
One of my favorite sitcoms of all times. Me and my girlfriend went to the house where they filmed Spaced, and we have a picture of us two outside the house. Like, that's how much we love it.
Damn.
Right? So whenever I found out that Edgar Wright followed Lord Bung, I was like, holy shit, Edgar Wright has heard my voice. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's surreal.
It was one of the happiest moments of my entire life.
Damn. Yeah, Space is pretty cool. I watched like the first 5 episodes. I didn't finish it though. I was planning to, and then I just kind of forgot about it, I think.
I'm one of these people that loves it so much that I would be a nightmare to actually sit and watch it with, because I would quote every single fucking line.
Oh, you're one of those.
Super fan, yeah.
Yep.
That's always fun it does get annoying after a while, but it is sort of fun too, because to see someone who is that excited about something is kind of infectious.
Mm-hmm.
That's me in Halo 2.
Yeah.
You're like, listen, it's been like 3 missions. Can you stop quoting the cutscenes?
Oh, Taxi Driver is a great movie. Nikki mentioned that.
That's a classic though. Like,
I like
Taxi
the
Driver
soundtrack a lot.
just,
yeah, that wouldn't be fair to call that like underrated.
You talking to me?
That's not a little this little known thing like Avengers Endgame.
Guys, has anyone heard of this little gem? It's a little bit of an anthology series, I suppose, Star Wars. Very cool.
I
Very
haven't seen Baby
underrated.
Driver. I heard Baby Driver was really good.
Hold on,
Oh.
Cog, you know about Lemmy's show? Where are you from? That shot. That shot.
I don't think I've seen Baby Driver, but it looked amazing. Like I've seen a lot of clips on YouTube of it,
I
and it
really
looks amazing.
love Taika
It's pretty
Waititi.
good.
Like I really love him as a director. Everyone knows him for Thor, but he did
Actually, one of his most recent movies, Hunt for the Wilder People, I think.
yeah, that was great. I love that
That was
movie.
pretty good.
I saw it in theaters, and I'm really glad I did.
Where do you guys have the time to watch movies?
Mm.
Because I feel super like uncultured here.
It's not, Jake. You have time to watch movies. It's not a time thing.
See, Taika Waititi though,
Oh, yeah.
he's smart. He cast himself as a character in Thor Ragnarok, so even when he's not directing films anymore, he can still play core.
Well, he's in like all of his movies. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. He did Green Lantern. What?
What?
No.
See,
For
No,
sure.
he didn't direct it. No, what?
He starred in Green Lantern. He was a character in the movie.
Oh man.
Huh.
He was an actor in the movie.
Oh wait, he's directing Akira.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They're
That-
gonna
oh
have
my
to put off-
God.
It's been put on hold for so many years.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
said
it was the other way
2021.
around. Like they had to put off. Wait, so they put off Akira so he could do the Thor movie, or they put off the Thor movie so he could do Akira? Because they're doing
They
one.
just held on to the Akira license
They
for
put
a
off
while.
Akira so we.
I have
could do
hope
the new
then
Thor
if he's
movie.
doing it though. That'll be interesting. I don't know.
Which
Akira's such a dark.
I'm so looking forward to the new Thor.
Hmm.
Because
Likewise.
I've always liked Natalie Portman anyway, so having her as like the new Thor would be amazing.
Oh, have you, Sumerian?
I
What?
watched Annihilation the other day.
Oh, the one
What
with
are you
Natalie Portman.
implying?
I haven't seen that yet. Oops.
Oh, you like her? Do you?
Do I like Natalie? Yes.
I'm not a huge fan of her personally.
Yeah.
I think she's very on and off acting wise.
Logan, what's going on? What's happening?
Nothing.
I think he's implying that I've got a crush
Oh,
on Natalie
Annihilation's
Portman.
pretty good.
Oh.
Which, even if it was true, like, okay, cool.
Side note, I
Can you confirm or
love
deny
what we
the
do in the
allegations
shadows.
against you, Sumerian?
I'm not saying you should be embarrassed about it.
Oh, okay. Because the way you're like hinting around it, I'm like, yes, okay.
Hey, did you Yeah, did you like Black Swan?
I have not watched Black Swan.
Really?
How haven't
Um,
you? I think your head would explode.
I really liked that movie.
I mean,
Really
I
liked it.
know the plot of it.
Actually, it
So.
reminds me of another movie too. It's called Whiplash. It's
Oh,
not really-
Whiplash is great.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
I love
pretty good.
Whiplash.
Still haven't watched
J.K.
it. You need to get around
Simmons,
Fantastic. Great movie.
to it. J. Jonah
Yeah, J.K.
Jameson.
Simmons
Actually.
is in Whiplash.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, it's been long enough since Far From Home came out.
Nope,
Can we talk about?
nope.
Come on,
James is gonna rage. He's
I
gonna
haven't
say-
seen it yet.
you
he's
for
gonna say
real
the
haven't
gamer
seen
word.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
it?
I saw Toy Story 4. Oops. Oh, Aronofsky
So we
is
can't talk
fantastic.
about how
Yeah.
Spider-Man plays frisbee on the moon.
I loved
I
Aronofsky.
guess not.
Oh,
Fuck. Oh well.
we
You
talked
would've
about
thought-
spoilers last time.
Well, this podcast
Honest-
has been a bust, guys.
We're, we're not technically podcasting. We're just having a conversation that's publicly available.
We
Pretty
should be
much.
recording.
We are recording. The stream will be.
Oh yeah. Have you guys seen The
Are we
Fountain?
saving
Oh,
it?
how
There's
good
like
of a
literally
name for
two
a
dicks in the
podcast
stream.
would that be?
But they're really
It
tiny.
automatically saves it.
Oh,
It's not our first video that there's a dick in it.
we're gonna get wait, what?
Well, no, I believe it'll automatically save it as an unlisted video. You'll have to choose to publish it or not. But
I remember liking this movie when I was younger, but I'm not sure if it's actually a good movie. The Fountain.
I've never heard of it. What's
It's
it about?
true. Trippy.
Huge jacked man.
It's a really trippy movie. It's basically about this guy. He's like a neuroscientist or something. He's just some sort of scientist, and his wife has brain cancer, and he ended up discovering this like piece of wood or material that like has like the essence of life or something, and he ends up like going through this like metaphysical journey. It's really hard to explain. It's really out there.
From wood?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about Mayans and
The Mayans.
Did you say it was
Tree
an
of Life.
Aronofsky movie?
a what?
An Aronofsky movie?
Yeah, no,
Darren
this is an
Aronofsky?
Aronofsky movie. Yeah, this is from 2006.
Yeah.
And I think the piece of wood is like from the Tree of Life, and he's looking for the Fountain of Youth. Duh, that's what they call the fountain. To basically bring his wife back, or at least to cure cancer.
Between the two. Yeah, one of those. I'm not really sure.
Well, because his wife dies. Spoiler
Dude,
alert.
dude!
It's literally in the first like 15
James!
minutes.
No, this one's from 2006. I'm sorry. Your expiration date has passed.
Dude, no. It's only 13 years.
13 years. Have you heard of a small show called Stranger Things? Good one.
Very underrated these days.
Dark, I actually want to watch. I hear that's like a better German Stranger Things. So.
A better German Stranger Things?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the current German Stranger Things?
There is no German Stranger
Sure
Things.
is.
Sure there is.
Setting
It's Stranger.
changes in
Yeah.
German.
What's
Stranger Things translated into German.
Hapatayata?
Is that how you say Stranger Things in German?
No, it's only sent.
Abatayata.
Are you guys planning to make an episode about SCP-2521?
No, this is how you say Stranger Things in German. Stranger Things.
Huh.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I did not watch Bandersnatch. I love Interstellar. I saw it in theaters. It was an amazing experience.
Interstellar was sick. Yeah,
I
we saw it
actually
together.
fell asleep
Yeah.
watching Interstellar.
Oh, oh.
But there's so much spinning.
So much space.
I
Music.
don't know why, but I just didn't care about the characters in that movie.
Really?
You didn't
I
care
mean,
about the
it's
cornfield?
probably because it wasn't
Like
particularly
I know
good.
for a fact I'm in the minority here, but I just didn't like. I didn't have any connection with the characters. I thought it was forced personally.
I don't think you're too far off
The
on that.
drama
And
between him
look,
and Story.
Interstellar is good. All right, it's not bad. It's good, but that doesn't mean it's great. And people
yeah, for
treat
sure.
it like it's great.
I think it's great.
The
Well,
effects
you're
are
wrong.
absolutely
James,
amazing,
the
you know,
ignorant
like,
sheep man.
shot composition, all that kind of stuff, amazing. But like, I mean, like I would prefer like a movie with no effects, kind of shoddy cinematography, all that kind of stuff. But character for me is always at the heart of the movies that I've always loved. If there's good characters,
I
it's
can.
always at
But
the
I
heart of
preach all the
everything. That's
time,
why.
Yeah, like for me, I agree. Interstellar, the characters are like nothing amazing, but I just love the premise, the plot, and just how they executed the plot and all that. Really,
Anne Hathaway was a bit silly,
Yeah.
but like
I like the themes a lot. Yeah, I don't know, like it was like really nice as a kind of hard sci-fi movie.
Hold on, this is actually a really good topic to go into. What is one of your favorite video game narratives? Mine has to be I'm quoting Klob here. Mine has to be Dragon's Dogma, which I've never heard of. A game which
Oh, no.
I also find vastly superior to Skyrim.
I literally
in
discovered
our
that
video game.
today. Dragon's Dogma. The game looks horrible.
No.
As like an actual playing game. I don't know about the story though.
I would go with Planescape Torment. Super old game.
I'm trying to think. I like
Yeah,
Portal
I mean,
2 a
I'm
lot.
kind of with Stephen G on this one. Mass Effect had a pretty good story.
But
Yeah, Mass
that ending though.
Yeah, the ending though.
there was no ending that would
No,
have
not
satisfied
Mass
everyone.
Effect 3. Mass Effect 1.
Oh, you're just talking about the first movie independently. Okay.
We-
I considered that,
Well,
that
like the first
entire
game,
series. Yeah, I consider that whole series to be one story. So
I think I'm like legally required to say Halo 2,
No.
so I'm gonna say Halo 2.
Legally required.
have any of you ever?
It's weird.
None of you
I
ever
don't
heard
really play video games for a story component, really.
Oh, that's the only reason I play video games.
Yeah, I don't really either
Mm.
play. I used
James,
to.
You
Like
literally,
Metal Gear Solid 2
I swear- oh
stands
my
out to
God.
me.
What?
It's a good story.
James, I want you to actually turn off. Just close the. That is the third dick.
Where?
Wait,
I don't know what
you,
you're.
I suddenly remembered you
Dragon's
could just turn
Dogma?
Safe Search on.
You need to turn Safe Search on. We just saw the fucking malware SCP fucking sucking a dick.
Wait, I didn't even see that. All right, all right,
Yeah,
all
no,
right,
well,
all
I
right,
mean,
all
don't
right,
look for it, you idiot. No, just
all
safe
He's
search.
He's like, really? Page back?
Yeah, really? What the-
right. How do I turn safe search on?
It's in the. I believe you go forward again. I think you'll be fine if you go forward again.
Wait. Oh,
Type-
okay.
No.
Forward.
Type
No,
in
don't tell me to go
something really
back.
innocent like
Turn on safe search.
like
Okay.
Teletubbies or something, and then turn on save search.
All right.
Safe
Let
search
me
on,
let me
do
just
it.
test this out real quick.
Ooh, let's test it out. Big dick. And hit enter.
I
Oh,
literally.
it
was-
didn't work.
I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be
shit.
perfect.
No,
but,
There
no,
we
that
go,
didn't
just
work. That didn't
drag
work.
it-
That didn't
drag it
work.
away. Didn't work.
Um,
Good. Yeah, I'm glad you dragged it to the corner. Oh, God.
All right. I'm gonna type in Milo and see what comes up.
No, you.
Anyway, have you guys really never heard of Planescape Torment? Because it didn't seem like anyone had
The
even
name is
recognized what it was.
familiar. I haven't played it.
Fair enough. It's one of the earliest. It's
Okay.
an
I
isometric
guess it's working
RPG.
now.
Oh, finally, you don't have any more penises on the
It's
screen.
so weird though. Like all the stories in video games that I really like would never be stories that I would like in a movie. For example, the latest Devil May Cry is the most anime shit story, but I really liked it.
Well, okay. Let me give you the short pitch for Planescape Torment so you can get an idea. Because to me, it feels more like a
Okay.
really good novel in video game form. A man wakes up with amnesia and discovers that he cannot die, and his purpose in life becomes to figure out a way to kill himself.
You gotta respect it.
Okay, that is pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's the basic plot of
That
Planescape
is pretty
Torment.
interesting.
Hmm.
Also, kind of the premise for SCP-682.
Sort of, but yeah, Planescape Torment was 1999. I'm sure the idea of
You
somebody who's
fucked up, Sumerian. You fucked up.
I'm pretty sure that to be fair, I'm pretty sure the concept of somebody who wants to die, who's immortal and wants to die, is not entirely original. But the idea of building an entire game around it, pretty awesome.
Someone was
Yeah.
collaborating with Lord Bun. Yeah, sounds like an okay idea.
Wait, who? Who said that? Oh, the on this live stream. That's up to Bung Boy.
Hearing
I would say
helicopters.
it's pretty
they
hard to
come for me.
collaborate with it. Like if he wants to lend his voice to any of your things, I think that would work really well. But for him to animate something for you would
Oh yeah, no,
just take
I would
so
not
long.
ask him. Yeah, hell no. He's
The time.
it'd be so much time to animate something.
Hey, could you like quickly animate something for us? Like, you just have to, you just draw. You
Oh my
do
god,
that, right?
people! Somebody offered, like a couple of my fans have offered to like help voice act for stories that I write, but because of the time scale, I'm like, are you going to be available on 15 minutes notice for forever and always? Because otherwise, I'm just going to have to do it myself.
Yeah, that's like the reason that I don't have more voices in my videos, because it's my fault basically, because I leave everything to the fucking last possible minute and can't realistically expect people to have something recorded in a day.
I actually want to see what games I have on my Steam, but
You got like 12. I got.
yeah, no, I do. Collab asked thoughts on Monster Hunter series. I played the newest one for a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't buy it, but I actually enjoyed it a lot. It was quite challenging.
You get to hunt monsters. And you get to have a gun. Land.
Gunlance, yeah.
That's my.
It
my
was
style.
pretty funny though, because on my most recent video, there's an audio log in it that has 5 characters in it, and 2 of those characters in the written version on the wiki were female, and I changed their names to male because I voiced them all. And there was one guy who posted in the comment section just going, couldn't find any female voice actors then, Vulcan.
Damn.
It's you know what, that is such a what's the best way to put this, that is such a mood, because I've had that problem with actual articles I've written where I've tried to find female voice actors. It is a lot more difficult than it seems. They exist, of course, but they are like, as fans of the SCP wiki, like even if you look at the statistics for the because they do a regular like a census thing every year, and they like take information about everybody, and their viewer base is like 91% male. So, oh man.
Yeah.
I know it's weird. Like when it comes to actors, it's a lot easier to find good female actors and female actors in general than men. But then voice acting, it's like the exact opposite for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Because there's no gamer girls. They don't exist.
No
You
gamer
can't find
girls.
your gamer girl voice acting. GF
Well, to be honest with
online.
you, the problem is that, like, if you really want to get down to it, finding a good voice actor is already incredibly difficult. When you narrow that down to 1/10 of your possible people to try and find an SCP fan who is also a good female voice actor, you've narrowed it down to become almost impossible to find.
Well,
Claude just said just use text to speech for female characters. Yeah,
Hey
that's
Siri,
not
say.
offensive at all.
oh man. 17% of our audience is female, so I guess we're doing better than the wiki.
I will actually
And
have
that's
now. Let me look at that on mine now. Now you've got me curious.
You know.
I also think there's probably an underreporting thing on that. I think if given
Is
an
this,
option, a lot of people would probably say that they're male just so that the internet doesn't, treat them.
Man, look at this. Italy is still strong on number 2 for top countries.
Legit in the past 30 whatever, or they just
Last
they
28
moved to the top?
days. Yeah, no, last 28 days. They're still there.
Dude, Italy, what are we doing, man?
I don't know.
Yo, Italian
Wow.
viewers, let us know
The-
what we're doing so we can keep it up.
Yeah, the percentages on my channel is male 91%, female 8%.
Damn.
No, guess what? I have the worst one. Male 92.9%, female 7.1.
Oof.
Wait, what is?
Be careful showing your analytics, guys, on stream.
Oh, wow.
James, what are you doing? What are you doing? They're gonna find our stream code.
How?
I don't know.
Well,
You-
I'm not
you'll
gonna
find
click
a
on
way.
anything else.
No, it's not that you're not. If they find, you might get demonetized if you're doing that. I
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really? They demonetized for showing your
It's
analytics?
possibly like
There's about 10
I-
reasons to demonetize this
certain
video
parts of your analytics. For example, if for a split second you publicly display your CPM, you will
Oh,
get demonetized
CPM.
because it's actually against the terms of service. Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense. I'm just gonna click off of that to be safe.
Don't do
right now.
it.
I need to take
Yeah,
control
it's
of
probably
like
not a
the
big deal,
visuals
but
of
it's
the
just
stream.
it's not worth the risk.
How?
This is a Jake over there freaking out.
I'm just look, James. You really dropping the ball like 32 times. Like
Like it's so hard to find to see a random dick when you search up.
you
All
find,
these topics.
When I suddenly like I find 3 of them. My Google doesn't do that. You know that they change it based on preferences, right?
The homunculus. No, that's bullshit.
They do though.
They do.
It's not wrong.
How does this keep happening, guys? Why do I only see?
How come I keep seeing dicks? I don't
Why is it
understand.
when I look up SCP,
I typed in
only see 1, 3, 4?
homunculi. I didn't know they put a dick on the homunculi.
Homunculi, I understand. That's the only one I'm gonna give to you. But like, I don't know. This isn't worth it.
I use Bing for that stuff.
Oh, use Bing. You
You know you can open up a private browsing session, right?
Yeah.
Just,
Huh?
What? That's a thing?
James, if
Wait,
you open up
yes.
incognito,
Hold on, what?
No,
Wait.
I'm just teasing. I'm just fussing with you
James,
guys.
if you do incognito,
Control N.
it won't show up on the stream.
I'm not that dumb.
Dude, open an
I'm
incognito
not
window.
that dumb.
YouTube doesn't pick it up.
Oh my god.
No, but it won't. Like if you have something embarrassing in your search history, because the autocomplete sometimes might show something. You can always.
I
just go to your...
actually, legitimately, that's one of the things I'm afraid of because my computer. I've tried deleting everything possible. I don't know what to delete anymore. Somehow, there's some computer in like some faraway country that has my search history, and no matter what I click to delete from like all time, there's still some things I type in, and then the immediate result is very graphic, and it's not. It's like no, I just
Oh,
want
I
to
don't
look at.
delete anything.
Well, CC Cleaner ends up deleting my history and stuff. So
Dude, I'm telling
I
you,
mean,
it doesn't work. It
about
does
every
not.
6
why
months or
whenever I
so.
get those spam emails about like I turned on your webcam and I seen you do dirty things on a webcam, I'm like, you probably did, and you probably have thousands of videos of it. Just send it already. I don't care.
Vulcan revealed.
Yeah, well,
You know, exposed.
oh man, I just
New
got
channel.
an email. I just
Vulcan
got
exposed.
I'm thinking about responding to it. I just got an email recently. It was a Australian person who says that they have several $1,000,000 that they just need my information so that they can send it to me.
That's Bung. He's trying to give you the money
Yeah,
for voice
yeah,
acting. What are
yeah.
you doing?
Man, I mean, like, of course, I know it's a scam. I mean, I want to message them back and play along for a while, because why not?
Yeah, why not?
Last time I did that, I think I was like,
I ever voice act SCP. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just reading. Oh, the insult box. Oh, right.
Oh
I
yeah,
done
we
that
almost did a
ages
video
ago,
for that.
actually.
That's right. I forgot about this.
Yeah, it was like actually that insult box is one of the only videos I done a parody of that in my first year on my YouTube channel. It's the only video that I've deleted because it was so cringy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did a parody of the insult box. It was, you know, the song "What Does the Fox Say?"
Yes.
But it was "What Does the Box Say?"
Oh my
Dude, we
god.
need a re-release.
Man.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Man, there's some
get
Alex
some, like,
Jones level conspiracy stuff
singers.
going down in the chat.
Wait, the FBI and the CIA?
Damn.
I think you're.
They're fighting over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're misunderstanding, because the FBI and the CIA do not get along. They may be
Is this guy an
competing.
international threat or a federal threat? No, it's both watch.
Well, I mean, on the internet, it becomes very difficult to tell which is which. Not that I work for something like that or would know.
Guys, the TSA have hacked into my webcam. They're looking at me.
That's when you just put on a show.
I didn't know you were at my house, Jake.
You just fucking checked your text messages?
Look, that was when you came here.
Oh,
it
you're
was
such a dumb dude. I
we were in
told you
stream
I'm
dire.
coming to your house. I am here.
I thought after the
walked
stream.
into your house.
Yeah.
I walked into your house, and then like your dad was like, I'm like, oh, where's James? And he's like, in his room as usual. I'm like, okay. I just put the stuff down and like left.
Hold on. Here's a good question. Do you guys have a subreddit based in your channel?
No.
The real question is, do any of us, even the Vulcan, who has a huge audience, have enough people to sustain a subreddit of it?
I don't know. It's hard.
Subreddits are tricky.
One guy made our Vulcan, and I looked at it and went, "Why?"
Let's see. Let's see how active
There
it's been.
is. I
There's just no
remember
need.
somebody
Yeah,
linked me
No, 'cause-
somebody linked me
Crickets.
shit
no, because I remember
Sumerian stuff.
messaging the guy that did it, and I DM'd it going, "Do you know there's already a subreddit that covers everything that I do in my channel called RSCP?"
Oh well, pretty true.
And I don't know if it still exists, but for sure somebody linked me a while back something like shit Sumerians.
Hey dude, there's one reader on our Vulcan. There's one post that says the Vulcan has been created, and it says because why not? That was 4 months ago.
Why is the entire just like phone cases? There's literally 3 phone case posts on r/SCP.
Because one person posted and they're like, oh, I have a phone case SCP too. You doing it?
Yeah, you're.
And then eventually it's like, okay, that's enough karma for this, and then they start saying no more phone cases.
My God. All right, I'm done with the subreddit.
That's it. We're officially no longer. We're
The
saying
IRA, the
SCP.
BBC.
What is this
ITV,
music?
and the
It is
TSA.
mediocre, ad-free, copyright-free music. I just had in the background.
What was that, Vulcan?
Club just commented the IRA, the BBC, ITV, and the TSA use our webcams to spy on us. So one is a terrorist organization, the other two are TV stations, and the other is a government.
But
Oh,
a specific government agency that has no reason to use webcams to spy on people.
How are they
Like,
doing it? They're like,
The whole point of the TSA is you come to them. They have the easy. That should be the easiest job ever. You come directly to them to get inspected.
I gotta call it quits for now, guys.
Yeah,
You gotta go. I
I
think we
might
should probably.
I'm
yeah.
gonna probably call it quits
I'm
too.
gonna be on a plane
Pretty pooped.
less than 24 hours.
You're leaving on a jet plane.
I'm leaving.
don't know.
I quit. I'm going to Canada.
He is though.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, you're going to Canada, eh?
Guys, Canadian meetup in Vancouver. Anyone who's there, on
Well, I hope you have a good
Friday.
time up there, hoser.
Thank you. I'm gonna buy a toque.
A toque? Yeah.
Yeah, it's what they call beanies.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing.
What they call beanies.
But they don't call them hats.
Oh, I'm gonna wear a
Christ.
toque.
A tuck.
You're right. All that Patreon money I'm using for I chartered a private jet to Vancouver, where I'm taking a private van on a road trip.
I wish. I'll give the podcast a try. Thanks, Ace. We're on Spotify and a bunch of other places, so.
SoundCloud, Spotify, Pandora.
Podbean, whoever listens
Yeah, it
to
works
that.
out because we're all very interesting and funny people. So just go. It'll be
There's
fun.
really no limit to our humor.
Podcast addict for life.
I just had a thought before Jake goes. This kind of conversation might be a good idea to live stream on the podcast channel
Oh yeah.
occasionally.
It's not a bad idea.
Not bad at all.
I'll just make sure I don't say anything stupid.
Am I right?
Yeah, I just gotta.
Fuck your editing.
I gotta censor myself.
You've gotta censor the
You're
dicks
not
now.
allowed to have visual. You can't do it anymore. Your rights have been revoked. What the fuck? I
Are
activated
you
the
really
killbot.
at his house?
I activated. I activated the killbot.
My mic fell off right when you said that. Oh man.
It sounded like
muted
someone
him
was
as well.
dragging you away.
Oh, man.
Get him out of here. Get him the hell out of here.
I'm sorry, Ace. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
And on that note,
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Peace, guys.
Shut up.
Don't even know that story,
No,
Jake.
I don't. Now you're gonna no.
Oh man. Shit. Come on, just no. You're not gonna-
If you want to do it, you'll do it.
It's not as funny when I say it.
Oh, you want me to announce one of my most shameful moments?
Come on, do it for the fans.
do
I'll
it
do
for
it
the
for all.
YouTubes.
There's only 18 of them.
Exactly. The only.
No, you know, like 2 of you, 5 of you guys know, and you torment me. I don't need it. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Come on. I'm getting the
Look, so
visuals
there's
up.
this scam that kind of happens in a lot of public areas, a lot of touristy areas. You have a lot of guys who will dress up as like monks, and they'll walk around holding some like horribly compressed JPEG image in their hand of like some like decrepit temple, and they just walk around and like point to you, and then they point at it, and they're like, peace, peace, peace. Like that's what they're fighting for. That's what they want. They want you to donate and contribute towards peace, as they point at this 5-pixel fucking decrepit temple. And you know, it's a compelling argument. I was with a few friends and
It's a compelling argument.
no, look,
Oh,
no, look. I think peace is a pretty good message, especially when they say it twice, which they do. And,
Yeah, but it has other meanings.
okay, maybe true. I was here's the deal. All right, listen, because it's not the only trick up their sleeve. You know, peace, world peace. I was sitting in Bryant Park with a few friends, and let it be known, I was with a few friends. There were 2 people who could have stopped me. They could have said, "Jake, what are you doing?"
I wasn't
but they
there.
didn't. No, you weren't there. Maybe you would have.
I was in the
You're just
park,
saying
but
that.
not like near you.
Yeah, you would have let it happen.
We split off.
Negative. I'm gonna angry shout out to Ryan and Simon. You guys are. You didn't have my back, but I'm sitting on a bench. I'm minding my own goddamn business, and one of these monk men, they come up to, peace. I'm like, okay, and he reaches out to me, and he takes my hand, and he slides it's like a bead bracelet. It's all like red beads
Mob beats.
over my
I thought
like
you were
over
gonna say
my.
gram of coke there.
Oh yeah, no, it just over my wrist, and he just kind of lets go, and then he's like, donation.
Did
So
you
he's
get
now
pickpocketed?
no, worse. I gave him the money willingly.
Oh my god.
Here's the problem. You know, it was a nice, long, fulfilling day in the city. So my spending cash had kind of, not too much left. I only had one bill, and I didn't know that at the time. I'm like, here's my thought process. I am going to open my wallet, give the guy $1, and hopefully he'll fuck off, because he's already got a bracelet on me. Whatever. I don't want to deal with it. I open my wallet. There's only a $20 bill. Now the issue here is, I've opened my wallet.
Your
It's out
wallet's
there.
already open. I got you.
There's a monk in front of me. I don't know what sort of powers he has. I don't want to test that water. So I've already shown my wallet. He knows where my wallet
Wow.
is. I want him to go away. I give him the $20. And he says, thank you, donation. I'm like, yeah. And he leaves. And then, of course, my two guardians, my two great friends, side by side, they both like laugh. And they're like, dude, you gave him fucking $20. And in anger, the one thing I could have kept from that moment, I ripped the bead fucking bracelet off and just ripped it in half and chucked it in the garbage. Fuck that. Fuck.
That was an expensive thing to get rid of. Yeah.
It was like
I think that was one of the most elaborate fucking ways of saying, "Oh yeah, I got mugged."
Well, I mean, like he didn't. There was no like. It was only like the implication, Like, I'm a monk. I've seen your wallet.
I know where you keep your money. Yeah, I got you.
I don't know. What would you expect me to do? Not give him any money? He's a monk. I don't know if he's got any superpowers in that.
I've seen Doctor Strange. Come on.
He's gonna Kenshiro me. He's gonna smack me twice on the chest, and my head's gonna fucking pop off.
Man.
I didn't want to screw with it. That's the thing. They always joke. My friends always joke to me. Because they act like
zoom into that monk's face to 1,000%.
Oh, gee,
I'm gonna try.
Look, dude. Oh my god. No, the fucking guy. Look, they act like, oh, I got scammed by a monk. But like, I fell for it. No, I didn't fall for it.
No, hold on.
You're
It's
weak,
worse
Jake.
to
You're
see
weak.
No. Hold on, that is worse, not better.
No.
You're like you're not defending yourself very well. If you're like, I knew it was a scam and I gave him
Yeah.
money anyway.
You
No,
willingly.
look, it's
You
not
willingly
a matter of a
caved
scam.
in.
It's a matter of like, the guy has seen my wallet. I am a target. If I shaft him, I take the bracelet off. He's like, okay.
Beta
And
move.
then he's gonna
Then what? He
wink
thinks you're
to-
$20.
No, then he's gonna wink to his buddies in the corner of Bryant Park. They're gonna nod, and then I'm gonna be beaten to death by fucking hockey sticks. I'm not dealing with it.
Jake, this is what you have to say, right? Instead of saying, "Oh, he said the word peace, like, world peace," right? Say he was going peace. I thought he meant like he had a piece in his pocket and he was going.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I was fear of my. There we go. I was afraid, guys.
Yes, that is worse than getting scammed. You should have just said you got scammed.
I was in fear for my life. The monk, he said he was carrying.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how. I couldn't do it. I gave him my money.
You saw a bulge underneath the robe.
Those are all his donations. He keeps in a big old wallet.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, I just hope that it went to that decrepit temple, that like JPEG that he found.
I mean,
I really hope
come
the
on.
money went back
Have
to.
you ever considered if you didn't give that monk? I always say
That monker.
If you didn't give that monker.
You got monked.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered if you didn't give that monkey? No, sorry.
Ooh.
No, have you ever considered that if you didn't give that monk $20, then one of your YouTube videos wouldn't have randomly spiked in views one day?
See, it
How
paid
long
off.
ago was this?
This is like almost a year ago, in October.
What are you
Oh
talking
no! The peace event.
Timeline checks.
Peace-
no,
checks out.
That was like 3 years
Peace
ago,
Feast
4
was
years
ages
ago. Like
Well,
4
no, then that
ages
means
ago.
yeah, for sure. Like, because butterfly effect stuff, your life would have taken an entirely different path if you hadn't done
Yeah.
that.
This
you're right.
man
So he was
made
like-
us. The karma, the karma came full circle.
We are exactly the stories that make us. I mean, we are nothing more than the stories that make us up, and that is one of your stories.
This time me.
Peace.
Next time
peace,
you.
peace.
And then he just boosted my channel.
Yeah. So now, for the collab, Bung has to animate that entire story.
I don't want.
There we go.
I don't want this. Whatever, man. I hope that Cambodian temple's doing a little better.
Yeah.
How do you know it was from Cambodia?
Oh, it was the dialect of peace, the way he said it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. fair
Telltale
enough.
Cambodian.
You might be a gamer guy now. Think of the monk.
Volgan is a gamer guy now.
No, I think he's talking about you, Jake.
No, you are.
What? How am I a gamer?
I guess it was a pro move.
You'll watch this pro move. I'm gonna give this guy $20 so he can go away.
Yeah, man. You developed a pro strat to get rid of a mugger. You just give them all your money.
Here's everything I have. Can I go now?
I thought it was $10.
God, I just
So good
It
to
was
know.
20.
Good to
I
know.
remember.
On the one hand, like if that happens, like if that story happens to me, I want to be the guy who's like, nah, I'm not for that. Peace? No, that's not for me. But at the same time, you kind of want to be, you don't want to be mean because you never know.
You know, I just got.
Just pretend like you can't see them and walk away.
People are posting the monk onto Discord and onto our Discord saying get monked now. I'm not.
Oh, we started a thing.
Oh
you
no.
did this to me.
Oh no.
I
Yeah, it's supposed
I
to.
just want. We were like literally saying peace to. Okay. I no. It was my fault. It was my fault.
Can
I
I
thought he
just-
was making a reference.
Yeah, the Jake's not lying. Yeah,
This is all real.
good stuff. Good stuff.
All right, I think that's good, right?
That's a good thing to
Probably.
wrap the stream on. All right, peace, guys.
Guys, please
Peace
donate
out,
the money I
motherfuckers.
lost. Please donate the money I lost.
You've already
Yeah.
got more than that. You
Please,
got, like,
no. We don't accept any. It goes right back into movies. This one's for me.
Yeah.
You've already got like $40. Don't be greedy.
Kickstarter. Let's send Forlorn Foundry to Cambodia.
we should
For world
make
peace.
a. I'm for doing a $20 patron tier called Peace.
Shut up. No.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
My greatest shame.
And cut.
Peace out. Get monk.